back to the world of Sanctum. As you traverse from your mundane lives back into the D&D universe, let us recall on what happened last time on D&D Sanctum.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
For some reason, I can't fucking open my notes. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
So, what happened last time, if we remember correctly?
So we met
Teacher's pet.
Darius's father, and
Dean, and just by the way, Dean, just because you don't remember what happened last time and you suck at it doesn't mean she's the teacher's pet.
wait,
Get-
what?
Dean, get good, scrub. Anyway,
And just so you know, I remember all of this without having to write anything down.
okay, now you're being the teacher's pet. I'm teasing. I'm
Okay.
teasing. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. So we met Darius's father. He told us about the strange force that's coming from the north, and he also revealed a lot about Darius and Daniara, because she's been revealed to be of dragon blood, and then he revealed that Kurok's village has pretty much been wiped out. So he and Rolo have decided to go and with Darius's father to to basically make alliances, and also for Kurok to find his village, find out what happened. And then we went to the temple for the exorcism, and we had to keep fucking Timur from seeing a drunk Timur from seeing the fucking priest.
My bad.
Yeah, we are never giving him
Priestess, thank you.
priestess, whatever.
I don't want no man. I'm an
mean,
independent woman.
I mean,
Independent woman. Yeah.
if you were so drunk, you probably wouldn't have been able to tell the difference.
I mean, true though.
So he was pretty much useless for that entire fight. Because he was just passed out. But the exorcism was a success. And also there was that truth spell that the priestess did, and I think 2 of us or 3 of us were affected by it. I forget. Who I know Darius was one. I think Timur was the other, but he was passed out, so it didn't really.
And I was as well.
Oh, you were as well. So it was just me who wasn't affected. Good to know.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the exorcism happened, and then after the exorcism happened, we were all attacked by shadow demons, and we defeated them, but then the priestess said something about them being scouts, and she had to go and report them to the High Council. And that was the last thing. Is that everything, Rob? Am I forgetting anything?
Seems like you got everything right. So the priestess. No, it's not. You don't get a gold star for knowing what you're supposed to know.
I'm just joking.
Does she level up?
What level are you guys?
Level 4.
4.
Level 4.
No, you don't level up yet.
Aw.
Damn it!
Yeah. Okay. So you guys end up standing there in the silence of the temple, and Eulora leaves. And Avesta is weak on the floor, passed out, but she's like still breathing, and she's still like moving slightly.
Okay.
Is there anyone else around besides us, or any of the priests still around?
You see one of the priests with scratch marks on him lying on the floor, and he's petrified, and his eyes look lifeless.
Jeez, what happened to him? What on earth happened to him?
Find out next time.
Maybe one of the shadow demons got to him.
How unfortunate.
I'm gonna walk over to Avesta. I'm just gonna check on her.
And then I'll walk over to the priest to make sure he's alright.
Priest is dead.
Yeah.
Yikes.
The guy with the scratches!
Yeah.
Well, he's petrified, so he's turned to stone.
Oh shit, I didn't hear that. I just heard he was scratched.
Well, petrified and turned to stone are different things.
Well, no,
Okay, so-
petrification is when something Never mind.
Okay. So my man's is dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your man.
Okay, cool.
Your man's be the big dead.
Okay, cool.
Avesta, she is very weak. She doesn't even have the strength to pull herself up, but she is still moving and breathing, and she's too tired to talk.
Okay.
Darius,
Yes.
help me move her. Let's at least get her back to the room she was in.
Sure. I walk over and help pick up Avesta.
Yeah. You managed to lift her up with quite ease. She is very light. You notice
No strength check.
the
light.
the dark veins on her neck have slowly dwindled and disappeared, and her skin color, still while pale, seems to be starting to return to normal. You managed to carry her to her bed safely and soundly.
Okay, we're gonna tuck her in as well.
Who's gonna be attention?
Timur, you wake up at this moment.
Now of all time.
Nah, he wakes up.
I want you to roll Constitution saving
Oh
throw.
God.
Okay. That's 0, so
I'd move if I were you.
13.
Rob.
13. Okay, you just have a slight headache, but it's not really that bad that it
Pisses me
encompasses.
off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I notice Timur waking up. Oh,
Mhm.
about time you decide to get up.
Yeah. That was some good stuff there, Davlamin.
Well, enjoy, and you better save it. The case. We're not giving you any more after that.
How so?
Oh,
I see nothing wrong. I just went for a normal nap.
Davlamin, can you just explain to him?
Well, Timur, my man. You see, while you were passed out having a little kitty nap, we got attacked by shadow demons.
No. Way before that.
You guys could have handled it. I'm sure you guys did. You know, I mean,
tried.
you
We
guys are
barely
alive, so obviously you
survived.
did. No, you obviously did survive because you're here today.
Barely survived. And then we had to keep your eyes away from a certain person.
I don't remember anything.
That's good.
That's
Let's
good.
keep it that way.
Let's keep it that way, yeah.
But who's the certain person you guys speak of?
It's okay. You don't. Need to
It's
know.
okay, don't worry about
But
it.
I'd like to know.
No, don't worry about it.
Fine, I shall find her myself.
How do you know it
Or
was
themself.
she?
Themself.
How do you know?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Themself. I'm metagaming. Themselves. though.
Metagaming.
I see.
Rob, can I just... What is Vesta's health at right now?
She's
0.5
her
minutes.
health isn't low. She's just very fatigued and
Oh,
very
she's just
drained.
fatigued. Okay.
Yeah, she's not dying. She's just her
Okay,
body
cool.
is just extremely fatigued and she's pretty fucked up.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's pretty fucked up.
She's
Did
pretty
she
fucked up.
fall when she got smacked by a boyfriend, actually?
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
Is Darius and I taking her back to the room then?
Mhm.
At this point.
Yeah.
Kinky.
I presume me and Timur are following them.
Yeah, if you guys
Yeah.
are walking and talking, yes, you're following them. You managed to get her onto the bed quite safely.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we should let her rest and then check back on her when she's feeling a bit stronger.
I agree.
We should also
Doesn't
let
kill her, makes her stronger.
we should also
My God.
let the priest we should also let the priest know where she is. She might need something.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
go tell them.
No, not you, Timur.
Sounds like a good idea. Oh, why not me?
Because we tried so hard to keep you away from her, and you
Oh,
just
it
want to
isn't
go.
her.
Damn it!
Darius, what have you done?
I must meet this lady.
No.
I don't think
But
that's
I
a
think
good
it's just
idea.
only etiquette, seeing as we're going to be interacting with her, considering Sylvester's condition.
Alright, so carry on.
Fucking lugging this plant around. Jesus.
So are we can we leave the temple then?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, I need to speak to my mother, but anyway.
So we go back to the
You
castle.
want to leave and go speak to Mom?
Yes.
Mommy and Daddy Dragon.
Really?
Should we
Devlamin,
all
I
go?
expect this from Timur, not from you.
Hey, you can't say. Ever since we high-fived the sky, you know, we've been best
Wow.
of buds, and don't you deny it.
Sure.
See? Friendship.
Great.
Uh,
Go back to the. Are we going to go back to the what you call it?
I don't know how it went softer.
you guys begin to make your way back towards the castle. As you get to the entrance of the temple, it is very quiet. The temple is empty, and all that there is, not the temple, the castle is empty, the tower, and all there is the two usual guards that are at the door.
Okay.
That's
I
it?
walk up to them and ask them, where is Verdita?
Ah, Darius, your mother is sitting at the throne as we speak.
Alright. I walk past and thank them on the way.
You open the door, everyone goes inside. As you walk in, Timur, you see them like really eyeing you.
Guys, can you guys stop giving me these weird looks? It's kind of weird.
On your way, Timur.
Okay.
And you guys enter, and Vedita is sitting at the throne room.
Mother! I don't think we had a chance to actually speak.
Yes, well, it was a bit of a rushed welcoming party.
This is true.
My dear Darius, how have you been? I've missed you so.
I've been very good, Mother. Done a lot while I was on my adventures.
She looks at the rest of the party and says, I can see. You've made some new friends.
Now, Mother, you don't need to judge them with that eye of yours.
Well, it's only one's natural capabilities to be protective of their son, but I trust you made good choices.
Of course, the best of choices.
This is an hour, by the way.
Well, leaving the castle was one of the best choices you made.
It's a choice I had to do, Mother. I felt really stifled inside the castle, and I needed a breath of fresh air.
Stifled in the castle, Jesus.
She,
I would have loved this life.
Shut up.
I agree, Timur.
and she looks at your mother looks at me and she chuckles a little bit.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, Mother, I have something to discuss with you.
Mm-hmm.
I heard not a rumor, but I heard from Father that my claim to the throne has been revoked.
And you see me just like cower behind Timur.
Your mother stands up and she walks slowly towards you. And she caresses your cheek as she used to do when you were a little kid, and she says, he only doesn't want you to have the pressure of the throne, Darius. When you left, your father was distraught.
I guess he's right, but I needed to leave, Mother. I needed to grow. I needed to figure out who I am, who Darius is.
Yes, you did. You did. And you are doing so well. But I don't think you have completely figured it out yet.
Not entirely.
Which is why he has revoked your name from the throne.
Such drastic measures, though?
How can you run a kingdom if you don't even know yourself?
I guess you're right.
Your
As-
father's
as the
word
sa-
isn't final,
I was just going to say,
but
as they
he
say
has
in this
made
side,
that decision.
It is fair. Once I have heard the reasoning, I do not judge or do not have any sort of ill intent.
You're gonna
He-
say,
Sorry?
I was going to say, I put my hand on Darius's well, not his shoulder because he's quite tall, but on the side of his arm, I guess, as they're talking.
Thank you, Danny.
Okay.
As I was saying, Mother, I guess that is fair. King cannot rule if he does not know who he is.
your father showed you the horrors that await?
Yes, he did. It's very unsettling.
For all of us.
And I am quite worried about the three of them going off alone, but apparently we have bigger fish to fry down in the south.
Mm-hmm. This is a time where our people need to come together, Darius. Dragonborn, humans, lizard folk, even drow.
Yes, I agree 100%, Mother.
But it looks like you've already started that, haven't you? And she looks down at your arm.
Yes, I reach over and grab Danny's hand that's on my shoulder.
If your father could see this now.
I look over to Timur and I say, "How long has this been going on?"
About 20 minutes, actually.
Well,
Wow.
Classic.
she continues talking and she says, interesting.
What is interesting, Mother?
How the blue dragon's blood, the line of the blue dragon's blood, still manages to find a way to stay strong and come back together.
Anyway, that reminds me, Mother. I managed to meet the blue dragon down in the Underdark while we were working with the drow.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me anything about him? Since he's still alive, I thought we would have closer connections with him, since he's such a powerful entity.
The great dragon Saphir Akhtar is no longer what he once was.
Not
His
from what I
soul-
saw.
Well, when you sell your soul like that, you are both among the living and the dead.
He sold his soul?
Saphir Akhtar is more immortal now. He is what they would call a dragon lich.
Huh, interesting.
Though he has lost some of his power due to this sacrifice, he manages to live on, with his soul kept safely. Nobody knows where, though.
Well, I just
You-
explained he was down in the caves. I mean, someone who's lived that long should have so much knowledge that we could make use of.
Yes, but not his body. His body lives there on Earth with all his thoughts, all his memories,
Ah, I see.
but his soul is kept someplace else. Somewhere on this living plane. No one knows where. He must have made a deal with a wizard, a warlock, demon, any sort of entity could have caused something like that. And in exchange,
So
they get to keep his soul.
he made this decision himself. Is that what you mean?
Hmm.
Interesting.
He lives now in the Underdark, protecting cities that are there, those that we have not been able to get to, those that we refuse to go to, because we fear that if we enter the Underdark, the curse of the fjord outside may creep in to the cave.
Interesting. All
We
right.
do not know when that will happen, though.
All right. Let us.
But really, Darius, you should know this from your history classes. Didn't you listen when we sent you?
Oh, mother, you think I paid attention in those classes?
Oh, clearly not. That must have been the reason why you ran away.
Of course.
Looks like maybe you should live here for a couple of days to refresh your memory. Then you wouldn't have to ask these silly little questions.
Well, I don't think that's
You
going
tell
to be
him,
a plan.
Mama.
If you had listened to your mother, you would have done a lot better out there when you had walked away.
Hey, I'm still alive, aren't I? I think I've done pretty well, mother.
Barely.
Hey, Davlamin.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
It seems like the priest is the smart one in the group. Well done, Templar. I trust you're keeping them in good shape.
Of course,
Well,
We
I'm
vanished
more
for
the
most of
leader.
our adventure. We only met him
technically-
when we got to Goldskeep.
Oh yes, I remember when he arrived.
Technically, I had to help save them when we first met.
Oh, Danny.
I mean, you were about to be beaten by a bunch of drunks.
Hey, we had those drunks under control. You just were just overkill.
Darius, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Daniara have to save your ass because you were nearly beaten to death?
Guys, this is not the time to be bringing up past battles where we got embarrassed, okay?
Well, at least someone is looking after my son where I'm not around.
Yeah, that person is me.
Of course. Wait, what?
I am the toughest here.
Well, I can imagine. I can imagine the Drow and the Templar watching out for Darius.
No.
But
Promise.
the only one that would watch his back would be the clever Tabaxi.
See, y'all just racist. I point at Dav and Danny. Y'all guys throw the
Malik.
race card around here.
My lady, don't listen to him. He's more of the gist of the group.
Since when was I ever racist towards you?
No, obviously. Psh, please.
I purr against Darius.
Get away from me, Timur.
Shit. I stare at Timur and shake my head.
The mother looks by and she's smiling at us head. And she says, "You made the best decision, even."
No.
Yay.
I walk over and hug my mother.
You can't hug royalty like that.
Hey.
Mm.
It's my house.
She puts.
Well,
her
it was your
arms
house.
around
Yeah, Dav, didn't he just want to be abolished from his house?
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm home now, okay?
you. She puts her her arms around you, and it's almost like just hugging your mom makes you feel almost like all this time while you've been away, you've just been fending and fighting on your own. And for the first time, you've actually been able to feel like you don't have to.
It's good to be back.
And after letting go of your mom's embrace, you turn around and you look, and the party behind you is all smiling at you. And you realize that the family you had missed while you were away, you found on your way back.
Group hug, guys. Group hug.
Can I hiss?
Hiss all you want, but you
And
come in
while,
and give me
and
some
while he
love.
hisses, I'll grab him. I pick Timur up and I take him towards Darius for a big hug. You're gonna like it, Timur.
Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome.
after you guys embrace, the mother comes around and she taps a chink of the armor.
Wait, what?
That's not making.
That's not making the
I'm just gonna say this right now. Tiaan is making it very difficult for us to edit this. He's making our work
Oh, but we have to keep the original though. The original is classic.
Like I said, there's gonna be two edits. It's the cut version and the uncut
And
version.
Rob. It's gonna be the cut version, and then it's gonna be the Tiaan version.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
Just all my
so
dialogue's gonna be cut.
Pretty much. The people will think you're a mute. You're talking the whole time.
I just one shot
Yeah.
everything and I'm a mute.
you're gonna
Half the session's gonna be fucking mute.
we're gonna cut out the entire session. Only put in the parts that Tiaan says.
Oh yeah, perfect. Just make a compilation of fucking Tiaan.
Anyway,
we'll call it Tiaan out of context.
Tiaan out of context.
Oh yeah.
So you as she taps your armor, for the next 5 days, your armor, anyone that hits you with a physical attack that touches your armor, they will
Yeah.
take 1d4 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Do all of us get this enchantment or
Yes.
just Darius?
All of you.
Okay.
All of us. Oh hell yeah.
For 5 days in campaign.
No, I thought
nice.
IRL 5 days and then we just lose it to the next session.
She says, I might not be able to be out there to protect you, but this will probably do.
Thank you, mother. It is much appreciated. Now, we feast and we drink.
As you turn around and say that, she grabs the blade from your pocket and holds it in her hand, and she stares at it.
Okay.
My lady. What do you
She
think you're
pulls
doing?
it.
I flinch as she does this. Like, step back a bit.
And as she does that, she puts her finger out towards you, Daniara, and says, "Don't be frightened." And she puts her hand back down and she says, "This is remarkable craftsmanship. The elves sure know what they're doing." Who knew that something... Oh. Dragonborn and elven craftsmanship combined into one. This is... Did your father make this?
He did, man.
Fascinating. This blade holds great power.
Would
It
you
is
know how to
bestowed.
unlock it, Mother?
Hmm.
Hmm?
I don't think that's up to me.
Oh, really? The philosophical answer.
It grows in its wielder's strength, Darius. This is an evolving blade.
Okay.
It judges character. It reads people.
Yes.
It's almost as if it's got a personality of its own.
If only I could see the person again who made that blade.
She hands the blade back to Darius.
I take it back.
And she looks at you, Daniara, and she says, well, if you kick up any more of a fuss than you already have, I'm sure you'll come across him sometime soon.
Well then, that feast and drink.
Right. Probably not the best time to prepare for it, but you are our guests. Even you, Darius, you are now a guest in my home.
Why, thank you, Mother.
Mega oof.
Changita burrito.
She claps her hands twice, and you notice two servants at the back of the hall go into the back. We will prepare the feast for tonight. You and your guests will arrive, and we will invite all those of importance in the town to the feast. Food will be given out to those spare, in need that are hungry, as celebration of my son's return.
My lady, what about the alcohol?
Fuck the poor.
No,
I'm joking.
we just have someone in the party who we should not give the alcohol to.
As part of the majority of the party's request, alcohol will be given to those of need, including
Fuck the
those who don't need it.
Oh, goodness.
I agree completely, my lady. I'm in deep need of alcohol.
Can't I have
Is a
Yes.
priest
good
supposed to
wine,
say
you know?
that?
I'm a priest
Well-
on
Oh
weekends.
no, all priests drink.
Well, you would be surprised, Darius, about how many priests there are with this kind of behavior. What do you think they use the communion wine for fun?
Oh gosh. And here I thought
Shots.
Davlamin
Shot.
was unique.
Yes, well, there are some rare ones, but I'm not shocked with all the traveling he has to do and considering he has to deal with people on a daily basis like Avesta. Even the history from your past. You suffered quite a lot.
Indeed, I have, my lady.
Why didn't you kill Avesta when you had the chance?
Ooh.
My
Daniara.
Darius to Davlamin as she says this.
And I look to the queen, I look to Daniara, and I say, this one.
Huh. For
She
someone
convinced
who's
me
not,
otherwise.
for someone who's not a bard, you sure have a way with words, don't you, sorceress?
She has a
I
heart
don't
of
believe-
gold, Mother.
I just don't believe in killing the innocent. Not when there's a chance.
Gold, maybe I don't believe. But heart, yes.
To be fair, Darius, I'm not surprised the Dragonborn would try to steal something that's gold. That was kind of like a little dig at you having a crush on her.
Yeah, I sensed that, and I was just like, damn, Mom. Shit,
Like
okay.
your mom can clear like like you know, her mother always knows.
Yeah.
It's obvious she fucking knows.
Is there something you would like to talk about, Mother?
Oh, I don't need to say anything.
Okay.
Anyway, back to you, Davlamin. Where were we? Yes, you not killing her. Why do you hate
Well,
necromancers so?
it's a long story, my lady. Would you really like to know?
Well, I know your people were the very people that killed an entire city of necromancers when they did not do anything wrong. Your following cult, if you would call it that.
The reason why I hate necromancy so much is I lived in a small town, in a small farm, with my mother and father. Jesus, English, fuck, Dean.
As the English left you again, the
The
We can
English,
speak that
yeah,
here.
English.
English, yeah, no.
English bundles
Carry
and
on.
hard.
Yeah.
Oh god.
One day, while I was tending to the fields, I heard screaming coming from the barn. I followed the noise and I found my mother had been slaughtered by hellhounds. I ran to my father immediately, showed him, and when he saw the body, we heard the noises again, and he hid me in a haystack in the barn, and I saw my father get killed by the very hellhounds.
I walk over and give Davlamin a hug.
I pat him on the back.
I walk over and put my hand on it.
It took great strength to do what you did, Davlamin, after witnessing such a horrible act.
I was a coward.
No,
I
you
didn't
were
help my
not.
father.
There was nothing you could have done, Davlamin.
You would have been killed too. You were just a child.
I could have done something. I stood there like a coward.
That is in the past, Davlamin. You now have the strength.
There is something you must know that's more about your story.
What do you mean, my lady?
I heard about the story of the family who was slaughtered,
Yes.
torn apart by hellhounds. Instead of someone else being there, one other person, and a child. But no one ever
Yes.
found the child. Rumor has it he went to join the Templars. But the Templars didn't know too much about this child.
No.
Many years ago, a young couple came into the castle. They were very worried. Their own child was showing odd symptoms.
What symptoms? What do you speak of?
The Templars could feel something, but they could never see it. Whoever these demons were that killed your parents, they were looking for you.
What do you speak of, lady? I don't understand what you're talking.
She takes a dagger out from her pocket, and it has a shine and a curve to it. And she
Okay.
says, and she grabs her wrist and she says, "Mind if I?"
Of course, my lady.
And she cuts a bit of your arm, and blood starts to drip out, and she catches it in a vial. And as and it sits inside the vial, and she takes a bandage and quickly wraps it around you,
Okay.
and she puts her claw at the tip of the vial, and she squeezes her finger, and it almost looks like a energy, a piece of like energy drops into the water, and as it drops, your blood glows white.
My lady, what is this?
And Darius, your mother, looks shocked.
Mother, are you okay?
She looks back at Davlamin and says, "You have celestial blood."
Gasp.
Wait. Wait, what? My lady, what do you speak of? What do you mean celestial blood?
Why does everyone else get to be special?
That's not making the edit. Not shame. That's too depressing. That's too depressing. It's too sad. It is too sad.
Like, why does everyone else get to be special? Why not me?
To be fair, Timur, it is not your time yet.
This guy was introduced after me and he's fucking... In fact, my daddy was introduced after me and she's more special than what I am. This man's my fucking god and these two are fucking dragons.
Okay. To be fair, just to explain to you guys. Okay, just to explain to you guys. So Davlamin, you would know that if it was pure celestial blood, it would have glown gold, but it is
Yeah.
not, and the white is very faint. So you know for a fact that you are not half god, but there is a small teensy weensy
Semblance
bit
of a god.
of
So like an
celestial
ancestor.
blood.
God's demon.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like an ancestor.
like an
essentially.
ancestor.
Ah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bomb dropped. Boom.
Boom.
No, not bomb. Mic drop. Boom.
I wasn't complaining.
Uh,
I just wonder why everyone is.
so fucking depressing,
Don't
dude.
worry, Timur, your
Jesus.
time will come.
Your time will come.
Oh, yeah. You.
This is why the demons were trying to find you.
My lady, I don't understand. How do I have celestial blood in me?
I feel like it's very straightforward. You have celestial blood, which means your ancestors are from
you have a
higher up.
god in your ancestry. We just don't know how far back or which one.
That must be
Um,
why your connection with your god is not as strong as you think. That's why she doesn't answer all your prayers. You belong to someone else.
Whoa. That's pretty hectic.
So there's another god that is basically claimed Davlamin.
I know it must be hard for you to be brought up on following teachings of someone all your life. And to hear this.
So my parents' death is my fault.
No. It is not your fault.
They were there for me, not them.
That is what a parent must do. I would give my life to protect my son Darius. His father is giving his life to protect his son. That is what a parent does, and that is what we will always do. We give our children the best life we can.
I kind of look confused as she says this.
Do not give in to your inner saboteur. Your parents loved you very much. And their death is not at your hands, but the hands of the cruelty of those who wish to kill you.
The man that would say that. Do you know who it was?
I don't know. But one thing I do know. He is a descendant of the Great War between the undead and the demons. Maybe he's the one who caused the shadow demons to appear in the temples. Maybe he's the one who is planning all of this. What did Avesta say? Something about the second task is complete?
Yes, she did.
There's
Does that mean
3 more.
anything?
There's 3 more.
2 more tasks?
In necromancy, as you would know, a pattern of 5 tasks need to be completed. Bring up a great demon from the abyss into this world.
Wait, wasn't Avesta the third task? Like her being turned? I thought she was the third one. Rob?
She was the second task. She said the second task has been completed.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought it was the third. Apologies.
I can't remember what the third task is, if she told us.
No, she didn't tell us that.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to roll inside, Daniara.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Alright. 17 plus. Come on. What's it doing? Oh, okay. My phone decided to restart. Lovely.
Okay, well, 17 passes
got
the
a
mark,
17.
so
Yeah,
17
just give me
passes the mark.
17.
So,
Yeah,
in this moment, when she mentions the 5 tasks and necromancy, you recall when you were back at Kalia's tomb, where you felt the 5 motes of power. The one really strong, second one slightly less strong but still in the area, and the other 3 extremely faint.
we encountered these before, or at least I felt their presence. Back when we first met Avesta. Remember, guys?
Ah, yes, the
Well,
tomb or
only
crypt that
Darius.
we went to.
Only Darius would know, isn't it?
Yes, I
Oh, yeah,
remember.
'cause remember we found those runes.
Yes, where Timur was a bit too chicken to go down into the crypt.
we felt that we found the one rune there. Very strong. The others... Another one was nearby and the others were quite faint. I'm not sure if maybe the second one I felt might have been Avesta herself, but I definitely felt them both there, of the 5.
Could we track this feeling?
I mean, if they're quite weak back at Silverskeep, I wouldn't know where to begin.
There's gotta be some sort of magic amplification that could help us track it if we could sense them faintly.
I wouldn't know it. At least not unless we go back there and start from scratch. But that could take weeks.
Mother, the sorcerers in the town, could they not help?
Well, they're merely sorcerers. They can deal with all types of arcane, but this is not arcane magic.
And we do not
This
have
is
anyone who
far-
specializes in necromancy in the town.
Yo,
If anything, Davlamin should know the most about it, since he's been hunting it all his life.
Davlamin, have you come across anything that would lead us towards the 3rd, 4th, and 5th? I don't know, powers or runes?
3rd, 4th, and 5th powers of runes. There might be one place I know of.
I
The lizard
smell a
folk in the west.
quest!
The lizard
at
folk in
this
the
point
west
I'm
might
our
know.
fucking side quest tab looks like a fucking cyberpunk fucking UI map.
You're saying,
Our quest
Davlamin?
log is full.
I was saying there might be someone by the lizard folk in the west. Could
The
help
West.
us. The
Well,
west. Diane,
we
west.
have to head to the lizard folk either way.
I guess we could ask on the way there, or while passing by.
Right. Well, I'm assuming you all want to head back to your quarters to rest
Isn't there a
up.
feast?
Well, feasts don't get made in a matter of seconds, Timur.
Yeah, but you're the queen. Mom.
Yes, but my servants take some time. We prefer quality.
Damn it.
Trust me, Timur. It is well worth the wait.
If you say so.
You may go rest in your quarters. There is some in the higher part of the city. There's a nice little cottage over there that you can all rent. There's all rooms for each of you.
Thank you, mother.
Very welcome.
What happens if I don't want a room?
Thank you.
You can go
already.
sleep in the tree outside, Timur.
Hey, don't challenge
Just
me
try
to
not
that.
to. Just try not to fall on me again.
No, how can I fall on you if you do not sleep below me? It is as simple as that.
You always seem to find a way.
Hey, got
Well-
9 lives. I can use them sparingly.
Tamir, there is a spare room in there with a hammock if you're used to hanging from things
Ooh.
while sleeping.
Ooh.
It will probably make you
Debs.
feel more at home considering where you're from.
Yes. Debs.
Simpleton.
Respect the rule of Debs, you triple D's.
Where are those boings coming from?
What the fuck?
On my phone.
I was like, what?
No questions.
That's Tamir
Oh,
jumping
limited. I
up.
just
That's
whipped
Tamir
out my
jumping
iPhone
up
from my
and down.
pocket.
No,
Yeah.
that's the sound of Tamir jumping up and down at the hearing of there's a hammock in the room.
Yes.
Well, I have a feast to prepare. I have invites to make. You best be off. I'll see you later this evening. Goodbye. And she heads off.
Damn.
Yep, that's my mother.
Better be fireworks at this place.
Really?
Feast.
Fireworks?
Yes. Yes.
That's
My
what
swimming
you care
pool is
about?
content. Yes.
I hope there's enough
You know,
alcohol.
yeah, there's
You hear coming from the back of the hall. Not a bad idea, Timur. It echoes
God.
throughout the hall.
Have you ever strapped a rat to a firework, Darius?
By the way,
Quite
Darius, you
spectacle.
remember your mother like prides herself in hosting like awesome dinner parties.
You shouldn't be putting such thoughts in her head, Timur. Now we're going to see something out of this world.
Also, you know, with your dad not being here.
She'll go wild.
Yeah.
There's no one to keep contained.
Like she's always like, oh, we should do this, and your dad's like, no, Vedita. Come on, we need to. Okay, we have to conserve.
Actually,
Yeah,
this is
we
making
We have to
me
spend
nervous
their
now.
tax money. We have to spend the
Now
tax
she's
money.
Now she's like, no one has hold of.
Yeah, your mother's like off the reins now. She's like, oh, we're gonna celebrate. Woo!
I looked at me and I say, did you say Reparato Rocket?
Yes.
I haven't seen that. I wouldn't mind.
It sounds like a lot. It's a lot more entertaining than what it actually sounds sadistic.
I'll take your word for it, Timur.
I don't think the Queen would like that idea very much, Timur.
No, she doesn't need to know. No one ever does. If you send it up with multiple fireworks, it never is an issue.
But there's still going to be the guts of the rat flying on
You have
people.
a very interesting mind, Simia.
We do it all the time back there in the desert land.
This is not the desert land, Timur.
Very interesting form of entertainment.
And I walk away, start walking towards that, and that is why everyone here needs culture.
He's got a point.
He's got a point. And then I look to Darius and Daniara and I say, so how long has this been a thing?
What's been a thing?
What?
I saw where you two were touching each other. Don't act foolish with me.
I don't know what to tell you, Davlamin.
How long has it been a thing?
There is no thing. Yet.
Yet. So there's something that's happened.
There's a lot that's happened, Davlamin. We haven't had a chance to actually ingest all of it. So
That's why we drink and we shall talk tonight.
yes, sure.
So we're heading to the cottage now.
I like how Daniela is just like
She's like, she's quiet, dude. She's like, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm actually, like, as I was about to say, my
I know,
character.
but no, I'm saying no. That's what I'm saying. I'm being funny about it. Okay, so you guys. Alright, hold on. I need to close the door.
I'm literally like trying to hide behind Darius at this point because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this now.
Heck, I didn't want to deal with this now. Like, Davlamin literally just like kicked open a door that no one has actually
Been able to open.
opened.
Love is in there. Look at Tamir, what Tamir's typing.
In the air tonight.
Alright, so you guys head out and you guys head to, you begin to head out the castle and Tamir leading the way.
Yikes.
You begin Tamir leading the way towards where the quarters are, and as he steps out the door, in front of him, about 15 feet away, stands Eulora.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Who are you?
gosh damn it.
Another tabaxi. It feels good to see another one of you here.
Laura, you should really actually, set these up more, I don't know, professionally instead of just rocking up at people's places.
Yes, well, I am a priest, and we're not usually on time, religious matters and such. We about as on time as the as the great celestial beings are with us, our gods, as you would call them, here only when we are needed at the last minute. And now,
This
when
is who
we
you
are
guys
needed.
wanted to keep me away from, right?
Very much so, Timur.
Because she
Very
says she's a
much so.
priest.
At least when you were
Darius says it's a
drunk.
she.
And you were drunk.
Just
No,
by
I
the
was
way,
not drunk.
Timur, you
never
remember
drunk.
I don't know if you heard the description I gave, but like that's what you see.
Yeah, no, I know what you look like.
Last time, yeah.
Look, Davlamin, I never get drunk, okay?
Please.
I never
I
have
think
been.
Darius would lightly disagree when he had to carry you the
Yeah.
entire way and
Nah,
avoid you
nah,
from
it wasn't
puking
me.
on
It's
everyone.
guys
not
were
the first
dreaming.
time too.
You guys are dreaming. Nah, you guys are
Passed
dreaming.
out the whole
Well,
flight.
you were the
I
one dreaming,
slide my way
technically.
over to this chickie. I comb my ears
Oh
back.
God.
Oh,
Oh
weird.
God.
Would you care for a drink this evening?
She kind of looks at you and she scans you like up and down.
Piece of meat.
Yes, I think I
What?
would.
Gladly.
What?
Tonight at the pub at
Why the
$1,700?
pub? We have a
What-
feast
what-
to get to.
we have a
Why would
Tim-
you invite us to a pub?
Didn't she say later? Like as in
Timur,
tomorrow?
we are going.
Because we're going to our rooms now.
Yeah,
No?
it is no later as in today, like later this
Oh,
evening.
I thought it was in tomorrow, as in.
No,
Why
it's
don't
this evening.
Okay, would you accompany me then to the feast, my lady?
Yes, I don't suppose why not. We're all going to be there.
Face
I looked at-
Even this evening.
I look to Darius and I say, "Do you think the priest got a head injury while in the fight?"
I'm not sure, but
I heard that, Templar.
My
Sorry.
apologies.
Do forgive them, my lady. They tend to have this weird way with me where they think I am of lower class.
I scowl at
Or
him.
can be of
Ah.
lower class.
I look at me and I just start scratching my head. You know, like when you like rubbing your hand against your paw, like the temple of
Mm.
your head. I just start doing that.
I just-
She
I
looks
just-
at you, Tamir, and she looks at all of them, and she says, "All Tabaxi have to deal with this. They do not know what we do to help them behind their backs. They do not know how much we have saved them. I experienced this too.
Then
I
we
had to
save us.
find my own power, Tamir. And it is hard, but that is what you need to do. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You have helped just as much in your party as anyone else has. Do not let that escape you. But then, at the same time, do not think that they don't care for you."
I blush. And
Tabaxi's blush.
very faintly.
Very faintly. Okay. I'm imagining like the anime kawaii, like little blushing.
Kind of, yeah,
Yes.
those little stripies. Yeah,
Just-
Oh,
those
no,
stripies,
no,
like-
no.
She's very,
No, no,
she's
no,
very,
no,
like,
no.
she's got like a very like powerful presence. Like she's almost got a like her voice is kind of like almost like Legion Commander,
Do you have kind of like a photo of her by any
But, like,
chance?
but
Rob?
like very, but more on a not on a like ruthless tone. She's more like very
Yeah.
calming, but it's
Yeah.
very much like Legion Commander from Dota.
That's
Do
how do you say it's
you-
English RP, upper class.
Yeah,
Do you have a photo of her by any chance? Just for like a
okay.
rough idea of what she looks like.
I'd have
Like
to
me.
get
but
it.
girl.
No, if you don't have one, that's no stress. I was just curious.
The best part when I was purring, Danny was like, "Hey, wait, there's someone purring in the background."
Oh, yeah.
The purring reaction was the best.
Oh
Is that
wow.
someone purring in the background?
Oh wow.
That's what I was by the campfire.
Alright.
Not the campfire,
Yeah.
the... What's the thing called in English? A fireplace.
Hmm.
And I was like, I was like hearing this
Alright.
purring.
So are we ready to carry on?
Pretty much.
Alright,
Mm.
cool.
I've seen my new waifu. I'm simping.
Oh god.
Okay, where were we?
Well,
Uh,
Dean should be able to
we
help
were-
you with that as a simp himself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, literally,
shots
we
have been
ended
fired,
it
bro.
off with you We ended off with freaking what's her face? I forget the girl's name now.
Yeah.
The priestess.
Mhm.
You were talking about. She was giving Timur that big inspirational talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we left
Okay.
it.
And I blushed.
And he
Um,
blushed. He kawaii blushed.
I kawaii blushed.
So, is the recording back on?
Yes.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it off? Oh.
No.
No, I think I told him to turn it back on.
Ah.
Anyway, so as you all are standing there, I say that way too much. So Eulora, after giving Timur the lecture about trusting his party and wada, she looks at all of you and she says, "But I'm here for a graver purpose.
And what purpose is that, Eulora?
The 3 shadow demons that you fought, or we fought, in the temple, we thought they were gone, but they're not.
Wait, what do you
Are
mean?
you saying they're still around?
What shadow demons?
Timur, shut up.
They've spread out. They've spread out through the town, and rumor has it they have hosts.
Oh, God.
So we should look for them out then? How do we stop them though, the hosts, without hurting the host itself?
Well, we don't know who the hosts are. It could be anyone from royalty to peasants to
How can we
syndicates.
tell them apart?
Can they jump from host to host? Or is it difficult to do so once they've gotten one?
Well, once they've left the host, I think it is pretty easy to get rid of them.
How do we vanquish them then? Because I'm pretty sure we beat them in the temple, and
Can I ask a quick question? As in,
Yes.
as a non-tabaxi.
Yeah.
Is this... you've not played Witcher 3 yet, Mr. Miles, but I know Danny and whoever else has probably played it.
Yeah.
Probably G
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
at,
up?
At one point in the campaign, there's that... I don't know what it's called, but it infects that one Skellige guy.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And you have to
yes,
draw it
yes,
out by scaring him or something, or to a more vulnerable host or something.
Yeah, didn't you have to like threaten the host or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
pretty
like
much. Yeah, something like that. And then
It's
it
been a
would be
long
drawn
time
out
later,
in
but
a
I remember.
vulnerable state. I think it's... I assume it's something like that. I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's kind
name
of
was,
something
though.
like that. It's kind of
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Bye.
Damn.
Make him leave, that's how scared he is.
Oh, wow, that was weird.
Yeah, it was weird for us
Just
too.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
Uh,
one
can-
spooked you.
At least jump from host to host. Like, say we find the one that. No, I'm asking out of. I'm kind of asking in character, but also out, because, like,
So Eulora looks at you and says, well, they're not very strong. They're not strong enough to be able to jump to multiple hosts. It takes too much out of them. I think once they have left their host, they will return to their normal form, which we can send them back to.
The Shadow Realm.
You could call it that.
How can we tell them apart? How do we know who's
how we.
the host and who's not?
Well, first of all, the host will try to manipulate and enact violent acts very close around him. We're gonna have to see if there's any suspicious activity in the town.
Are there any physical ways to tell? Eyes, face, anything?
Teeth? Toenails?
Demeanor. You'll be able to tell by their demeanor. I would be able to pick it up. I've noticed these things for a very long time. Davlamin might be able to sense it too. They might even be able to fear him.
Possible.
Well, they barely touched him in the temple.
Interesting.
They
You
kept-
were there. What do you mean?
She was probably too busy focusing on the ritual.
I guess you're right.
Is there something you're hiding, Davlamin?
I don't know, but every time the demons came to swipe at him, they touched his armor and literally shrunk back.
Could it be that celestial blood thing that my mother was talking about?
Wait.
Oh, yes, that would make sense. Fascinating. I didn't know the Templar boy had celestial blood. This is brilliant. This will make our job way easier.
You just got
Thanks,
him
Darius.
No.
Thanks,
problem.
Darius.
So how will
Darius,
that-
I think you was meaning it sarcastically.
how will that make our job
I
easier?
think you should shut up to me.
Yolora takes a bow and she goes, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Davlamin."
I bow with her.
Right.
Oh my
Timur,
word.
what are you doing?
Something, shut
I
up.
am.
Oh my God. I think that's trying to impress her.
Simping. Shut
Oh
up.
my god.
Go on.
I can't even fucking think straight.
That was gold.
Oh man, that has to make the cut.
Oh, wow.
The one thing I say that makes the cut.
The one. Wow. The one
Anyway.
fucking thing.
We won't be able to find them tonight. Let us rejoice in the feast first. We can start searching for them first thing in the morning.
I smell a side quest.
A quest!
A
quest!
Quest!
Questing we shall
go.
No.
Jesus.
We
Whatever,
are
We
whatever.
are
nerds.
such nerds.
What has happened to this
Jesus.
fucking campaign? Anyway, so
What do you mean what
she-
happened? It's always been this way.
Yeah. So Eulora obviously lifts her head, and I'm assuming Timur lifts his head as well.
Yep.
Timur, you notice like Timur, like as she lifts her head, like he's still down for a moment, and then he looks to the side and he notices her head's lifted up, so he quickly straightens up. It's like, oh, that's what we're supposed to be doing? Okay.
Facepalm.
And then. That's very smooth to me.
As she walks away.
She, no, she hasn't walked away yet.
What is this? Some sort
Says-
of mating dance?
You won't understand the tabaxi tradition as I like dust my clothes off.
Oh, Timur. Understanding you is quite the task.
I
Well-
did not know simping was part of tradition to me.
No comment.
I love this campaign.
Insert medieval word for simping here.
Yeah, something, yeah.
Thou art simping.
Thou art be something, art thee.
Thou shalt not simpeth. It's a.
It was written in the
It's like-
Dragon Ball rules.
Oh yeah, makes things make sense.
Yeah, it's one of the commandments in Sanctum.
Yeah. Thou
Oh,
shalt
it
not
makes sense.
simp.
Thou shalt not- But the catfolk don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so she lifts her head and she says, "Well, I'll head back to my quarters. I'm assuming you'll head back to yours. I will see you all this evening."
Yes, my lady.
Indeed, you shall.
Look very much forward to it.
And she says, "Likewise to all of you." And she turns and she walks away.
Okay.
Who the fuck is breathing into their mic?
And
I'm
then
sorry.
we've got.
It's yeah.
It's heavy breathing, okay? I'm looking at something gorgeous.
Are you in?
Oh,
Are you
my
at?
word.
Are you in heat right now? Jesus.
No,
Like
no.
I said, mating dance.
I mean, technically, IRL, I am in heat because this house is warm. But
I mean, is it
Makes
only
sense.
females that go into heat? No.
yes, pretty
Well,
much.
Hey,
Clearly,
listen. We don't know
you were
what. We
wrong
don't know
about
the tabaxi. We don't know the tabaxi
Hey,
physiology,
hey,
so we
hey,
never
hey.
know. Hey,
You
hey,
two,
whoa.
you two, she's on my side, okay? We shall debate this later.
For how
No.
long, I do not know.
Not no.
Exactly. That is the question. For now,
5 minutes could be 2 hours.
for now, I say we head on that way.
Back towards the quarters.
Okay, so y'all all head down to y'all's place, where you're all supposed to be.
Oh, they were country people.
Never do
No,
that
there's
accent
none.
again, Rob, please.
We're here and down damn tooted.
I know, I know,
Howdy
I
there,
know,
partner.
I know you say never do that accent again, but there is a
Uh,
character that's in the campaign that has that kind of like a country accent.
Root
Okay.
So,
beaten.
Oh,
or
gosh, no.
Rob,
Oh,
can I
God,
please
no.
ask a favor?
There's
Can I
a
just
new
ask a favor?
sheriff in town.
Can you just like do that voice for like the entire session tonight?
no, no,
Damn
no,
it.
no.
It's
You have a
necessary.
character coming. Just chill. Cool. So you guys head off back to your quarters, and you head inside. It's a really nice, comfy room.
I
Beautiful.
burst in through the doors at the main entrance.
Dragonborn.
Hammock!
Typical.
There's that boing, boing, boing sound.
Yeah.
Let's just
Pretty
play that
much.
boing.
Rob, I assume I followed them with them, or did I go back to my quarters?
You can follow with them, or you can choose to go back to your quarters.
I'll follow them.
All right.
Hammock!
So there is space for all of you. There's a beautiful fire. There, a dragonborn servant stands at the door and welcomes you. Good evening. Welcome to your quarters. I will be assisting you with anything you need.
Thank
I
you,
run
good man.
straight past him.
Please ignore the tabaxi, he's an idiot.
I heard that!
You were supposed to hear that.
And I'm gone now.
Tabaxi like leaps into the freaking hammock and it swings around a couple of times. And it's like-
Like
and
I said, ignore him.
the servant looks past and he looks back at Darius and says, "It is a good thing that those things are very stable. We have secured them very strongly, considering what some of the guests do in them."
Trust me, it's probably not strong enough.
Timur, I would get off of that if I were you.
No. We clean it. We make sure to replace the hammocks every single time a new guest arrives.
Oh, that's good. at
I'm like
least.
currently rolling around.
These are the higher part of the city, Davlamin. You know we know better.
Listen, in hotel industry, they cut corners to save money. Okay, I don't know that.
Yes,
Not
but
even
we
in
are
the hotel
dragonborn.
industry. I don't think any of you up in the higher keep have met Timur.
We are dragonborn. We pride ourselves in the finest of the finest.
Do
And
not
how long
forget,
will
I
that-
am also dragonborn, and I still am amazed by what that tabaxi can do.
Hey Darius, you should come and join it! It's awesome on this thing!
Shut up, Timur!
I would bring
Right.
3 extra hammocks just in case.
Well, there are snacks prepared for you on the table in case you wish to enjoy, or what's the word now?
Indulge.
There you go. There are snacks for you on the table in case you wish to indulge yourselves, but do not indulge too much. Obviously, there's a big feast this evening. I will return. There is a bell at the door. You may
there's my
ring to get my services. I'll be back when you need me. Until then, please enjoy your stay. And he bows and he heads out.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I guess we get comfortable.
so Daniara, I guess you and Darius will be
can
sharing a
we
bed
not
tonight.
start with this, please? And I walk off.
And I come back down.
And I looked.
Hey,
I go
guys.
up to Daniela and I say, "You were very quiet early on. Are you shy of you and Darius?"
What's he
I
talking about?
make a small fireball appear in my hand, and basically silently tell him, "You better shut up."
What are you
look-
talking about, Davlamin?
I go to Tamir. I grab him by the shoulder and I say, "Let's just walk away.
That's me.
Just
What's
walk
up?
away. Trust me. Just walk away."
I
That's
push
my
him
own
out the
safety."
way. Hey, Danny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
Oh, nothing that concerns either you or Davlamin.
Nah, if it doesn't concern me, I'll leave it alone.
Thank you.
I
At
grab a
least
drink
one
and I
of-
sit down.
At least one of you has respect for that.
You sip the drink and it is
Devlin.
you sip the drink and it is non-alcoholic.
Damn it!
Thank goodness.
What is this dirt?
Still tastes good though. All you guys hear is that sound of like tongue licking
Like how
water.
cats drink water.
Yeah. And Timur, he doesn't drink like that, but he specifically drinks like that to piss the rest of you off.
You
Yeah, I had a
furry
feeling.
bastard.
Hey, do not disrespect the fur.
Gosh. If there's anything that's gonna take me forever to understand, is this damn tabaxi.
Hey, but you have me.
After some time, you
Regrettably
see a note slip under your door.
Oh, wonder what
And
this is.
It is and you see it is the invitation to the feast for the evening. And it says it will happen right after sunset, after the sun is completely set.
What time is it now?
It is in the afternoon, so the sun is still in the sky, but it's
Okay.
like
1 o'clock.
it's like afternoon, like 4 o'clock maybe.
So
5
you
o'clock.
got time still. Okay.
Yeah.
I walk
So I
over
go-
to Daniara and whisper into her ear that we should probably have some time to ourselves.
That's me metagaming. That's not.
Yeah,
That's
same.
actually
Yeah.
Same,
I-
same.
I nod.
I knew it. You were
Darius, you can I speak to you one-on-one quickly?
Yes, you can.
Rob, quick one.
Hmm.
Can I just ring the bell and ask the servant to bring us alcohol for me and Tamir while we wait?
Yes, go ahead.
Come again?
So you ring the bell, and Darius, I'm gonna quickly go on one-on-one with you. Okay, so you recall a place that you used to go. There is a hidden staircase in the castle that leads. It almost like it leads between the walls to the top of the castle, and you know it leads to the roof of one of the points in the tower, and you can see the whole ocean and the city.
Okay.
So that is, if you would like to take Daniara there, it is one of the places that you used to go to kind of clear your head, think, stay away from things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's an option.
Definitely will consider it.
Cool. Let's head back. The servant opens the door and he says, "Yes, what is your request?"
I didn't get your name.
It is not required that we give our names to our people that we host for. We try to keep our anonymity.
Well, I would like to know your name.
I understand that, Davlamin, but it's the policy of where we are. I must apologize.
Very well. I
Give him a
respect your
nickname, then.
traditions.
We.
Your name will be Roger. I shall call you Roger.
Oh
from
my
now on.
gosh!
He kind of like slumps, but then he like kind of looks up and he's like, "Very well, to keep the anonymity."
No, we can't call him Roger. We have to call him Rajesh.
Yikes.
Your new name shall be Rajesh.
As you guys
Rajesh
Rob
who
and
moved
I
from
reckon
Punjab in 2004.
me and Danny
He ca-
slip off
he-
the
And
side.
Rob, I request you please use the proper word, the proper
No.
accent when
No,
speaking
No,
to
no,
the-
no.
Please,
The dragon,
Rob, please.
the
Please, Rob.
dragonborn face palms with his tail.
Well, Rob, he can't say no because technically he's our servant, so he has to do what we ask him, correct?
No. Not necessarily.
Yes.
The
What's his-
Go, Rajesh.
What's yes?
the dragonborn turns to you and he says, "I understand that you request a lot of things. Unfortunately, alcohol cannot be brought to you. I'm assuming that's what you were going to ask for, Davlamin.
I was gonna ask for some wine, indeed.
Well, the alcohol has to be saved for the feast tonight. We don't want you all arriving there already drunk off your knackers. We don't want anyone experiencing issues. You
Yeah,
know how your
Davlamin,
mother
why
is
do you always
about
get so
these
sounded a
much
bit
things,
off.
drunk?
isn't it? We know how your mother is about these things, isn't it, Darius?
Yes, she can be quite erratic.
If you want to enjoy yourselves, you will enjoy yourselves there. Don't save the party for before the party. This is the party, not the after party. And if you want to call me Rajesh, that is your own concern. I will not be humiliated otherwise. Thank you very much, Davlamin. You can find your humiliations by impersonating whatever accent you choose yourself.
Well,
I will
sorry.
not I will not insult any of the other natives or exotic people that arrive in
Wait,
my town,
wait.
and I will not butcher any of their dialects.
I didn't know the Indian people were in D&D.
It's a different dimension called Earth. I heard them speak about
Oh,
it one time.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Hmm. I have no idea. What is this? So, is this place hold any value?
I hear the people there have no arcane magics.
Really? That sounds kind of boring.
More, they're all common folk.
Really common folk. Oh, that sounds boring.
Yeah, it's
we'll
not a
find
very
arcane.
not a very valuable place or
Sound
place of a
boring.
point of interest for us.
Huh.
Or so at least I've heard.
Very well.
The only thing I know about Earth is that the rule that is above all else in the D&D universe is that we're not allowed to go to that realm. No one is allowed to enter it. It is an unspoken rule followed by all who are here,
If it's an unspoken rule, then how do you know about it?
because it is taught to us when we are young. But everyone knows not to go there.
Okay.
It is unspoken of. Everyone knows not to do it. No one needs to talk about it to know not to do it.
I mean, if it's
con-
unspoken,
the
I just don't know how.
The
I mean,
consequences
you just spoke
of
about it, though.
the consequences
Good
of going
sir,
there
they are
are
going
very
to
grave.
continue to jest with you. I suggest you leave and let them be.
Dear
Understand.
Darius,
my
what do
good
you speak
sir.
of?
I forget the types we get here when doing our job. People of
Wow.
the higher town can be quite erratic.
What do you mean erratic?
That's my cue to leave. Goodbye. And he closes the door.
Wow. Okay.
You guys all notice that the sun is starting to set, and you all
Don't they
begin
one-on-one though?
to get ready. Huh?
Aren't they
thought
gonna have
you-
their one-on-one?
Who?
Yeah, aren't they gonna have their little special
Them,
time?
Oh,
you three.
you all get
Lovebirds.
ready. You all begin to get ready. So you all, yeah, you all,
Wow.
you
Wait for
all,
me drinking the cool drink, okay?
you all, kind of, there were like some clothes that were on the side that were fine. You all had a wash. Darius and Daniara were the first to get ready, and they are standing in the lounge in the sitting area, because there are only two bathrooms. So now Timur and Davlamin are getting ready. Darius and Daniara, you are both sitting in the sitting room currently. The sun is beginning to set.
So, Danny, there's this place I would like to take you. Just to clear the air.
Alright, Darius. Where is this place?
I lead her down a passageway that leads up to the roof.
Cool. So you guys, you head out the door, and Timur and Davlamin are still getting ready. Can the two of you go into a one-on-one? You guys leave the house, and the sun is starting to set over Goldskeep. You see Daniara, Darius lead you up towards the castle, and he heads to the right of the entrance. And next to the castle there is a cellar door that is locked. Darius puts his hand on it, and like electrical current goes through it, and it unlocks. He opens the cellar door and lets you in and closes it behind him. The passageways are lit with torches, and you feel like you are in almost the walls or secret passages of the castle. He takes you up past. You climb a lot of steps and a lot of ladders up to the top, and you get to the top of a ledge, and he grabs your hand and pulls you up, and he pushes open a stone door. It slowly slides open, and as you walk out, you notice you are at the top of the castle tower, and all you see in front of you is the ocean with the sun setting on the edge. And if you turn around, you see the top of all the buildings of Goldskeep glistening gold and shining. It is the most beautiful sunset you have ever seen, and you notice that this is how Goldskeep got its name.
So, I thought you would like to see why Goldskeep is named Goldskeep.
So beautiful.
Yes. This is a spot I like to come every now and again to clear my head.
I can see why. Beautiful sight,
Yes.
away from everyone else.
Yes. So, there's a lot that's happened on our journey so far, and I thought maybe we should take some time to discuss some of the things. I feel like tonight there will be a lot of people bombarding us, and I think it would be better if we got our facts straight.
Well, where do you want to start, Darius?
Well, we could start with what happened with the spell in the temple.
Oh,
Apparently
that's
I said something.
Well, it was a truth spell, I'm sure you guessed, right?
I would assume so.
You got affected by it, and I asked how you were. And, well, you said, yes, my love.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And given that it was a truth spell, I assume it wasn't the slip of the tongue.
Ooh, maybe that wasn't the right thing to start with, but I guess the truth is out. I do have feelings for you, Daniara. I don't know when it happened, but I've felt the bond between us grow stronger and stronger through this adventure that we've had. And I reach over and grab her waist and look into her eyes. And I I I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you, Danny.
I put my hand on one of the hands holding me. Funny enough, Darius, even though when we first met, I know I wasn't the kindest.
Well, kindness is kind of an understatement.
Well, nobles, I didn't really have the best experience with them, but you proved me wrong. And you're not the only one who felt something growing over the past few weeks.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought I was this clueless person flying head over heels into this thing that I was making up in my head.
And here I was thinking that there's no way you would feel the same.
interesting how me being a womanizer and all actually falling for someone in our own party.
Well, I noticed that you haven't exactly been trying to go for anyone else lately.
Wow, it's really hard to go for someone else when you're constantly staring at the most beautiful woman in the world.
I'm blushing and I close my eyes as he says this. I don't know what to say to that, Darius.
I lean over and caress her cheek.
As you stare into her eyes, you notice her eyes have gone a deep, light blue. And almost, it's like you just her eyes have so many characteristics of Dragonborn. And you have never seen this before, you haven't noticed this before until now.
Your eyes are mesmerizing. It is as if you are dragonborn yourself.
Well, your father mentioned I am from Dragonborn blood. But that was centuries ago.
That is quite interesting. It means that you are probably a descendant of my family, essentially. It's almost as if we were destined to meet.
Maybe even destined to. I mean, with my father's sword, after all.
It's just so many things that have culminated in us being here. It's so strange. But I would like you to know that I'm glad that I got to meet you, Danny.
I look up at Darius. I am too.
I lean in for a cheeky kiss.
And I accept it.
This is so beautiful. Anyway, as you lean in to kiss each other, the moment the impact happens, you, both of you, get flashbacks of it's almost like something that has been revolving around for centuries. Like that triple loop that you see, you just keep seeing that. Remember that triple loop symbol that you had at the beginning?
Yeah.
It's almost like you have that energy that's about it is in these visions, and you see images of Dragonborn and a war, and you see Saphir Octa, almost as if he's staring at you two. And you see the blade, and then for a moment, Daniara, you see your father. And as you open your eyes after the kiss has ended, Darius, you don't notice it, but Daniara, you look, and you see on Darius's back sprouted the most magnificent blue Dragonborn wings.
What?
Darius, do you not feel it?
Feel what?
As you move to turn, you feel your back is slightly heavier, and you get extra sensation of cold wind blowing on you, but it doesn't feel like it's on your body. It feels like it's on part of your body, but a part you've never felt before. and you turn your head to the side, and your wings curl in, and you see the side of your wings.
Oh my goodness, my wings.
They're beautiful.
I blush. Thank you.
And yeah, sorry, carry on.
We should probably head back to Timur and Davlamin.
I wish I could stay up here for a bit longer. So
I
peaceful.
I wish I could too.
I'd be best head back. Although, this will be hard to explain to the others.
Yeah, I don't entirely know what to say to them, honestly.
Well, we don't have to say anything right now.
That's true.
We can always just wait until the time is right.
Agreed.
Although
I
the
grabbed-
wings will be
I grabbed
sorry.
Danny's hand. And you can continue saying what you're saying.
I was gonna say, although the wings will be new to them.
Yeah, I don't know
As
how I'm gonna
you-
explain the wings either.
As you grab Danny's hand, you kind of you shake your shoulders back, and your wings retract back inside.
Ah. Well, seems like I still need to learn how these things work.
And you lead Daniara back through the castle, back towards the entrance of your quarters.
Cool.
Well, guys, it finally happened.
Yeah!
This is like one of those TV shows where you know that there's two people who have been hinting at each other.
Like people are screaming at their screens. Yes! Yes! Finally! Oh my god!
Why do I have a feeling you're one of them, Rob?
I
was crying.
He was. He really was.
But I felt like that was the perfect place. Like that's where.
But that's why I was like, oh yeah, this is where it's gonna happen. It's like,
Okay, let's go back. You guys get out the showers and you wonder where the fuck Daniara and Darius have disappeared to, and you guys are sitting there like bored as fuck, waiting for them to get back.
Clearly not bored enough. They wrote a song. Look in general chat. Look in general chat.
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
There's 5 Ds in this party, and Rob, you just ate all 5 of them.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Okay, so you guys are chilling there. You're bored as fuck. Timur has contemplated becoming a bard. No, sorry, Davlamin has contemplated becoming a bard.
I'm playing rock, paper, scissors myself.
Timur's playing rock, paper, scissors with himself, and he keeps losing because his tail keeps getting in the way.
It keeps throwing fucking scissors.
Timur, where's Daniara and Darius?
Doesn't bother me.
Should we go look for them?
He's a dragonborn. He'll take care of her. But just be
you-
careful when she gets back with blue eyes.
True.
So, as after some time of you sitting there, you hear the door creak open and Darius leads in.
Ha!
Darius,
Paper beats rock.
Davlamin, Timur.
where have you been? And where is Daniara?
Hey guys.
She's behind me.
Hi guys.
Wait, where were you two?
Hush.
We were just having a look over Goldskeep. You know,
Scissor.
just looking out for the shadow present people who took over
But
people's
The
bodies.
priest, how could you tell? Okay. And then I wink at Darius and I say, shadow people.
Wow, guys.
Face palming.
Okay, cool. Carry on. Alright, guys, this
So-
session is too much.
We should get ready for this year feast that's happening.
We're ready.
As
We're
you guys-
ready for an hour waiting for you two.
Well, since we're all ready, let's leave then.
As you turn to open the door, you notice Eulora standing there, and she is wearing not a kimono this time, but the most beautiful gown. It is a light cyan gown that goes all the way down. And she says, Timur, you're going to escort me, are you not?
Ooh, very forward.
It doesn't pick up on the mic. So I put it in chat.
Wolf whistle, wow.
What do you mean?
For my mic, it doesn't pick up. I don't know why.
Yeah, probably it's because it's too high pitched.
Yeah, it doesn't want to pick up. It's probably too high pitched then, yeah. Pretty much, but without the howling.
But like this gown is like fucking like beautiful. This is like RuPaul's Drag Race fucking Project Runway vibes.
Oh jeez.
Well,
I don't know what Project
somebody
Runway is, but yes.
has dressed up for the night.
Well, a priest needs to make her appearance.
Priestess.
Yes, priestess.
Makes sense.
Yes, my lady. Let's go on. They shall find themselves to the party.
Damn, okay.
Wow.
I like do that call arm thing that she like can wrap it like on the inside logic.
So you guys, shame. So Tamia grabs. Yeah, that's what I was like, shame.
What? Wait, what?
So Tamia and Eulora co-arms. Darius and Daniara. So Darius offers his hand, and they co-arms, and he escorts her. And Davlamin
Is holding 2 candles.
Holds his hands together. He holds his hands together.
Davlamin walks.
He walks.
Just walks on.
He looks for Roger to walk with him.
No.
Roger, the servant you call Roger, stands beside you and walks beside you.
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Davlamin states that he does not bat that way, but he will
No, he
accept
just
this
walks.
company.
He walks beside Davlamin. He doesn't intertwine arms or anything.
Ah.
I was about to say that would be very weird.
No.
Wow.
Cool. So you guys head over to the entrance.
And you're mine, and you look so divine.
Right,
Is it
so-
back?
Come get your
you-
love.
You're singing this as you're holding Eulora's arm.
Yes.
Roll for
Come
performance.
get your love.
Oh jeez.
Roll for performance.
There is no performance roll.
It is.
There is a performance check.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, you're just making it a normal D. There's
No, no. Look on your character sheet. There's legit a performance check.
I did not know this.
If you look at the skills, it's under charisma.
And the
Let's see.
skills.
Hold up, I'm just getting there. It just takes the time on this old phone.
Like, I'm-
It is actually. I got a +2 in it.
of course he does. He has a fucking plus in everything.
18 +2.
It's not the
Get your
best
love.
singing, but you managed to keep it in tune
And on
And-
like in rhythm kind of.
and in key and in rhythm.
So at least
So-
you're not trying to be Dean.
Wow.
Oof.
Shocking.
Who's holding 2
Oof.
candles and walks.
Next to Roger.
And next to no Rajesh.
Yes.
Don't talk to him like. Okay, never mind.
Yo.
What is my boy? Get to bring on the Oscar.
Anyway, uh, Eulora looks at you and she's like, "Not bad. You could make quite the bard yet."
And this is where I low-key meta game and say, that's it before I become one. Class change.
Classes? No, there will be no class changes.
No, you just.
Where's the respec item? Thank you. I'd like to reskill my points.
No, you just gotta do a class change. You gotta pay $15 for a class change.
Yeah, I pay $15 for the mind.
This is not pay to win.
Au contraire, I got the D&D book here next to me, and since I paid for the book,
You have to pay the. You
I
have
got a
to pay-
free mind wipe elixir.
No, you're wrong. You have to pay the DM. No.
I'm not paying the DM $15. And it's like, oh, let me just transfer the funds quickly, and out of nowhere, fucking mind wipe elixir just falls into my hands.
you get. I charge 50 rand per inspiration point.
For inspiration points. and per you can buy cosmetic items for yourself.
You can buy cosmetic items for yourself from the DM.
Are we not D&D
We're
evolving
making
into
this free to pay. We're making this a free to pay game.
microtransactions?
Microtransactions.
Microtransactions, but it's not pay to win. It's just like pay to look cool.
Look cool. Oh, mind wipes. That's also important.
So
Yeah.
like Fortnite.
Yeah,
So you guys are busy. You guys are busy walking. All you hear is Timur singing in the front
Hey,
with you, Laura.
what's
Uh,
the matter with you?
What? And you arrive at the door, and you already see your mom, Darius, has presented a beautiful walkway with dragon hands that are clutching
Oh,
torches
no.
that have. But the light is not fire; it's electricity that is on the end of the dragon claw that is lighting the path into into the entrance of the hall, the main hall. There are dragon wings over the door, and as you enter, they open up.
She brought out all the stocks.
I look to Roger and I say, "Isn't this beautiful?"
When
And
you
you look-
said your mother goes all out for these kind of things, you weren't kidding.
Yeah, this is not even the biggest yet.
Oh man.
Wow. I look to Roger and I say, "Isn't this beautiful?"
Yes, remarkable. But you can see on his face he's seen like stuff like this. Like, oh, he's not even surprised by this anymore. You hear Eulora in the front saying, "Wow, Dragonborn really know how to put their money into things, don't they?"
That is an understatement, Laura.
Especially if it's taking away from taxpayers.
Yo, that's a bit underhanded, Timur.
I'll
that
just
tongue.
enjoy the party.
Eulora kind of nudges to me and winks at him.
She gets it.
I stick my tongue out at Darius.
They're a match made in heaven.
And you guys walk in to the hallway, and there are streamers across the entire hall. The plates are filled with all kinds of food you can imagine. There's turkey, there's turducken, there's duck,
There's duck, there's turkey, there's turducken.
there's pork, on and there's like amazing like baked potatoes and like this is
Sushi.
like this
Oh,
is like
God.
the Sunday brunch if it was served to everyone. The Sunday lunch.
Mother, no. We just wanted a simple feast. Not this over the
My
top. I don't know what to call this. This is more of a celebration than a normal feast, mother.
My son has not been here for a really long time. You think I'm gonna let that go to waste? This is a time to celebrate!
Oh,
My husband is leaving on a journey, and my son has returned, and we need a party like this. I've invited all the royals, and even some of the common folk through here, all the people I've noted and who I've worked with, and they are here to celebrate the coming home of Darius. My son.
Woohoo! Yeah! The crowd goes on.
Timur, you may sit at the front table with me since you have traveled with Darius for a really long time.
Okay.
There's a
I was
beautiful
expecting
head.
something like Great Gatsby kind of vibes.
It is kind of like Great
Then
Gatsby
why is there
kind
a
of
table?
vibes. Huh?
I guess tables. Anyway.
But no, it's just tables because the feasts are. It's like medieval
Great
vibes.
Gatsby. Okay.
Medieval Great Gatsby.
Perfect.
But like more blue colors rather than gold. Maybe a couple gold. It's like blue and gold.
Shall we go get some wine, my lady?
Ah, you don't need to bring wine. The wine comes to you, Timur. I forget. You're not used to the royal treatment. Don't worry. Being a priestess, you usually get that kind of treatment, yeah. So welcome to the fun side.
Yeah.
And she grabs a glass of. She snaps her fingers and grabs a glass of wine behind her and hands it to you.
Damn. Bottoms up, I guess. Cheers.
Oh no.
And she clings to you, and you drink Timur roll Constitution saving throw.
Yikes!
Oh, here we go again.
Remember, I don't have my foot anymore, hey?
Well, you gave it to Rolo.
15.
Okay, so you managed to survive the fucking Constitution save.
Jesus.
You're
Yeesh, you managed to have pass it for a change.
you chug that and you get a sudden like you stop and you stare just like because you know how the shit hits you usually,
Yeah.
and for some reason you take a deep breath and you're fine. And Laura looks at you and she says, "Not bad, little kitten."
Fuck.
Cat got your tongue.
I like how Tamir's name has changed to Taken Tamir.
Yeah. I changed my name.
For those of you listeners out there, that's the Discord group.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Like we actually needed to know that.
So Darius is sitting next to his mother, with his mother on his right hand side and Daniara on his left. And your mother leans over to you and she says, "Go to a one-on-one with me." She whispers, "I trust you enjoyed the top of the tower, Darius."
Mother, you saw that?
A mother always knows we don't need to see anything.
What? Okay.
I didn't have to know, I just got it out of you.
Ah, damn it. You've always been the cheeky one, Mother.
Yes, I have, haven't I?
Oh well, it's nothing to hide anymore.
I will be keeping an eye on her.
Why?
She hasn't done anything wrong yet, but you two do seem good for each other.
I don't think she would do anything wrong at all, Mother.
Well,
But I'll let you have your way.
she knows you would defend her with your life.
Well, I kind of have let it slip a few times on a few occasions.
But would she defend you with hers?
I do not know, actually. But I trust she would.
Keep that trust. It is good. For even if one betrays the trust, it is better to have loved and trusted than to not have loved at all.
Thank you, Mother.
Right, well, on with the feast.
To the feast!
You just missed a very funny conversation.
Oh god, what did I miss?
No, like Dean called himself God Davlamin, and I said,
Wow.
Somewhat, he
Not a
changed his
god.
name to somewhat
yeah.
God Davlamin.
And I said, you're not a half god.
He stands in the he stands in the place. I am a god, sort of.
Sort of. As he says, I am a god. Sort of. Very softly, he just says it under breath.
Sounds like
Yeah.
something
I
Davlamin would
have
say
God
once he's
blood.
had
I
too
just
much
don't
to
know from
drink.
who and from how far.
Once he's had too much to drink. He takes water. I will turn this
Into wine!
into grape juice because I'm not quite there yet.
It would be so funny because he's the only one who didn't come with like a actual date, so he literally walks around to every female trying to pick them up. It's like, do you know that I am somewhat of a god?
Oh my god.
So pretty
That's
much
his
like
pick. That's his opening
That's
line.
his opening
Yeah.
line.
So guys, pretty much like
And as soon as soon as they say, "Oh God, here he is," it's like, "Yes,
Yes.
here I am." You'll be saying that later too.
Oh my god. Wow.
Anyway, so you're all sitting at the table and feasting, and you notice all the guests come in one by one.
Oh, we
You
were
see,
first.
yeah. Well, like there were some people here, but there's like more people coming in as you
Okay.
guys are sitting there. You see, a couple of people walking in. You notice, Darius, you notice a couple of like people your mother's met before in your past when you were young, and they all come in. Couple of old couples and everything walking in, and coming in from the back of the room. I want you to all roll perception.
Yikes.
Jeez.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Wow.
Alright,
8.
Plus. Oh jeez. Okay, well I
18.
Okay,
I
at
got
least
a
to me, I see it.
19.
Okay, you see it as well.
17.
Those of you who rolled higher than a 10, back of the room, oh, 15, sorry, higher than a 15, you see walking into the room Zalindar.
Oh god.
Wait, sorry, who do we see?
Zalindar,
Oh, for
the
fuck's
lizard,
sake.
the lizard folk.
I don't like this guy.
I don't think
Can't
I've
he
met
be banned from
Sandor.
all D&D like
I
sessions?
kind of like unwillingly flinch when I see him.
I look to Daniara and I say, "Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Who is that man?"
What's happening, guys?
Darius,
Yeah.
look over there. And I point towards Alan.
Oh, him.
You notice him coming in, he finds a seat, and
Come
he
in
sits
where?
down comfortably. Into the door!
Oh,
And he finds a seat, and he sits down comfortably.
And I say again to Daniara, "Who is that?"
Trouble.
Some...
That's what it is.
Should we go have a word with him, Darius?
I think we should just keep an eye on him.
Very well.
Daniara, is the stone of flame still in your pocket?
No, I think I left it back at the cottage. I think I would.
Okay.
Wouldn't I? Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you. Would you?
Yeah,
Would
I
you?
wouldn't take it.
How?
I wouldn't bring it with me to this. No, I left it in my rucksack back in the cottage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Carry on. The lemon asked you a question.
Yeah.
And I responded. I said we'll just keep an eye on
Yeah.
him.
That's all.
Oh, you don't have anything else to ask. Okay.
No.
You guys are sitting there, and your mom suddenly stands up and clinks her glass,
Oh no.
and everyone
say it,
goes
Tiaan.
quiet.
No, mother, no.
Ting 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 ting. Okay.
There you go.
Greetings all. Welcome to a feast of welcoming back my son Darius, who has returned from his long journey.
I slouch into my chair.
We
Yay!
hear like claps and cheers, and
Wolf
it is an
whistles.
honor to have my son return. And though our king Lexios is leaving us, we now have his heir be here among us as we celebrate in these dark times. But we have always surpassed through these dark times. And my son Darius has brought some of his friends that will help us transgress through these dark times.
Oh god.
And you just see me like bent down with my head covered.
I'm just like,
I'm clapping and joining the crowd.
Along with him, we are pleased to have our very well-esteemed guest, Eulora, the priestess, hailing from the desert sands.
Wolf whistle.
Yeah, cheering. There's one cat folk in the back that's like cheers so hard he passes out.
Fucking knows his face.
Like yeah, like you know, because he gets so
Yeah.
excited. We would like to thank you, Eulora, for completing the exorcism of Avesta, who is safely in her room, being guarded by priests and being kept well. And there's cheering again, and everyone's clapping. Yay!
Dragon Queen!
I would like to introduce you all to Darius's friends. Davlamin,
Oh god.
Templar.
Hello.
And she nudges you. She nudges you. Stand, Davlamin.
My queen, I'm not good at speaking.
And she pulls you up. And she claps. And then she
She's a
makes you
real
sit
mom.
down.
She's a
And she
real
makes
mom.
you. And she makes you sit back down.
And then I just
Uh,
shove down.
Timur, the tabaxi, hailing from the desert sands.
This is where he
I
does a
s-
backflip onto
I
the
stand
table.
up and do a backflip.
The whole crowd. Roll an acrobatics check.
I got +6 in it, eh?
Yeah, but you're drunk. You're drunk.
Oh god.
I
No, he's
survived
not
the drunk
drunk. He
roll.
survived the drunk roll.
Okay.
13
Hold on,
plus
does it
6,
back.
19.
Okay, okay. You thank God. If it was less than a 10, I think you're kind of fucked. But anyway, you managed to successfully do a backflip over your chair and grab the chair and flip back onto your chair.
And
And
crowd
everyone,
goes
the crowd's
ballistic.
like clapping for you, and then they go, "Hey!" when you do it.
Oh my word.
And then the mother kind of like smiles and kind of just shakes her
Can I
head.
quickly just say something? Before all that happens, can I just like look at these three and say, watch and learn?
Yeah, you're like, "Should've learned." And then she mentions, and the newest member of our society, someone who you don't usually see in our company,
Newest.
Daniara. Welcome. And everyone stands, and there's like a couple of less cheers, and then she kind of like she starts to raise her hand, and everyone starts to clap more. Everyone's
stand
like,
up and clap as
"Yeah." And then as you stand up, some people start to stand up and cheer as well. Thank you all for coming here. And we have one special esteemed guest tonight.
Oh,
Someone
God.
who has come from very far away to join us in our feast. He is here on his own quest and his own mission. I would like to introduce you all to Zalandar, the guardian of the deep.
What?
Zalandar
I stay
stands up.
silent.
Zalandar stands up. People cheer for him. and he stands at the edge and he says, "It is a pleasure to meet all your acquaintances. Thank you so much, Vidita, for allowing me to stay here in this difficult time."
Fucking slimy bastard.
And he sits down, and everyone's cheering and clapping. For the rest of the evening, drink, eat, and be merry. And she sits down, and everyone's like cheering, "Hey!" And everyone lifts a glass.
And then music
clinks.
starts playing, yeah.
And okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
Go downstairs. Fucking Amazonian music, yeah?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's
So everyone's like busy cheering, and there's like tavern
Glasses
ambience,
clinking.
and glasses clinking. Everyone roll a Constitution saving throw.
so lovely.
More dope! Let's go!
90.
I wonder if my chick is drunk yet.
I think we're all gonna find out.
I got 16.
Okay.
He's
Oh god, the level's
Oh shit, Rob, I got a 14.
Oh Jesus.
I got a 15, so I'm safe.
Okay, who got higher than a 10?
I did.
Who got less than a 10?
Davlamin.
What did you get, Rob? What did you get, Dean?
Somewhat going, yes.
A 1.
Oh, no!
Yeah. So Davlamin, you take a sip, and as you're sitting there, you stare, and you realize this thing hits you hard, and you are like, you are feeling. No, you're not that bad. Like you're not that bad. Like you're very tipsy. You're not like you can talk and everything. You're like in the very party kind of mood, you know. Like if music had to play, you'll dance and stuff. And Darius,
Yes.
you're talking to Danny, and you look to the throne next to you, and you see your mother is not sitting there. And as you look to the right, you notice your mother walking up to the side very elegantly, but almost not as poised as she usually is. And she extends her hand out, and she says, "Oh, come on, demigod, wouldn't you want to have this dance?"
Oh, goodness.
Move!
Davlamin, say no.
Davlamin, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Doesn't he have disadvantage?
What do you get a disadvantage?
Oh no, wisdom saving throw. Insight. Roll insight. Sorry, insight.
4.
Oh.
Cool. You can't say no. You extend
Answer.
your hand
What's
out,
your
and you're
answer?
like, "Woo!" That's no. You're not. No, you're not. You're not like Dean. You're not sleepy drunk. You're like hyper drunk.
Oh shit.
You're happy.
Like you're like happy, excited, drunk. Like, yeah, I want to get up and dance. Let's do this.
I hear.
Okay. So as I stand up, I give Darius 2 thumbs up.
Oh, God. Oh, well. Have fun, Davlamin.
You notice Vidita run, dragging Davlamin towards the floor. He's like stumbling as she's dragging him, and they like literally doing. It's almost like a medieval, excited kind of like happy one of those like those jump and turn and dance and pull back, and it's almost like they're skipping while they're dancing, kind of one of those things. You know what I mean?
Darius stands up.
And there's like a twirl and skipping and twirl and skipping, and they're actually doing Davlamin, roll a performance check.
Not just me.
Okay.
Yikes.
I heard G say something though as well.
Oh, so the one time I get a good roll. Fucking hell.
And they actually, Davlamin, you are dancing really well. And the Darius's mom is actually leading because she's obviously done this so many times. And it's, you know those kind of dances where they're like standing a decent mile apart, but they're holding their hands kind of like just at their head level. You know those kind of dances,
Yeah.
and it's like skipping. It's kind of like that.
Oh shit, okay.
And it's like really like, and it's this kind of music, like very, but a little more fast paced and like very, You know? Twirly, dancey. Yeah. And it actually looks like a lot of fun.
So much fun that Darius stands up and asks Danny to join him in a dance.
I take his hand and I get up as well.
And then, as you guys get up to dance, you notice, you all like get up and dance to each other and with each other, and you notice there's a thing going around where they begin to swap partners. You know when they do that.
Yeah,
Oh god.
But it happens quickly. But you only go back to your partner like after a short. Like you go back to your partner like quickly. But like it happens every now and then where you'll go to someone else for a short time and then go back to your partner.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, as you guys are busy dancing, Eulora extends her hand out to you, Timur. And she says, "Well, if you can dance as good as you can do flips, I think we'll be okay."
You're on. Let's go.
And she grabs your hand and she pulls you to the dance floor, and you all are busy dancing. As you guys are dancing, Darius, you swap from Daniara to your mother. Go on one-on-one. Hello, Darius.
Hello, mother.
I see you are enjoying yourself with Daniara.
Yes, very much so.
She dances pretty well for a drow.
What's that supposed to mean, mother?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen many drow dance before, so it's cool that she indulges in some of our culture.
Okay.
I saw you all eyeing Zalendar over there.
Yes, we had a run-in with Zamindar.
Something wrong?
Don't really approve of how he gets people's attention, but otherwise, nothing much.
Well, let's just say he follows someone with the best intentions, but doesn't always go about them the right way either. It's more about the person he follows than about himself.
Fair enough.
But his quest is very dire.
Yes, we did hear from him.
Yes, well, I don't know what he's here to find, but one way or another, he will get it. He's very smart and very powerful.
We have witnessed his power firsthand.
Well, from what I can imagine, he wouldn't have used all of it. There was probably only a small taste.
I would imagine so. I mean, it's not like he would go all out from the beginning.
But he's a good person.
I am yet to see that, but I'll take your word for it.
I understand he's hard to trust, but I do not ask him of his quest. It is not my place to ask.
Fair enough.
And I see you've kept up your dancing pretty well too, Darius. Haven't lost your touch over the years?
Please, mother, if there's anything that I would keep up, it is my dancing.
Well, I'm sure you've wooed many a woman. Obviously, I'm the one who taught you, didn't I?
I learned from the best.
Very well. Ooh, we're swapping.
Alright.
I'm joking.
So you're busy dancing with Eulora. And she says, "So what is a tabaxi like you doing in these parts?"
Hey, you know, travels takes one wherever one goes. You know our kind. Takes
You're not
it wherever
running
it goes.
away from anything, are you?
No, not really.
Really? I know most tabaxi who are from here are usually running away from something.
Okay, to tell you the truth, I can't lie to you, priestess, madame. I was falsely accused
Of what?
of thieving crimes.
I see. Yet you still steal to survive?
Those days are long past. I have had quite the company that's quite changed me over time.
I see. Well, they care for you very much, even though you might not see it.
You know us, we take time to adjust to new people around us, especially if they're from different races.
Oh, that's true. It is very hard for Tabaxi to adjust, especially to these rather cold climates, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. I enjoy much warmer temperatures than these.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh Jesus. 17.
Okay, you're still fine. Carry on.
Especially for stuff when it's in the plains and where rain can occur quite often.
Well, it's no good us talking about the weather. Let's talk about why you asked me to the brunch. Or the dinner.
Well, as you know, it's not every day. Sorry, I was just seeing his picture. You know, it's not every day we run into Icon around here. I mean, to be fair, you are the first I've run into.
You are one of the few I've run into myself.
Obviously, with all your travel and stuff, you probably see a lot more.
Well, I don't really get to. You know, being a high priestess and all, we don't really get to travel without anyone noticing.
Well, look, I don't take your position of power for granted, if that makes any sense.
She holds you close. She pulls you in, like in a
Yep.
dance move, and she says, that's rather refreshing, and pushes you back out. And you
Aw.
keep dancing.
Aww. I hear there's apparently going to be fireworks later this evening. Would you care to join me for that as well?
I would not say no. Yes, I would rather like to do that.
Trying to think now. So why are you so far away from the homeland?
Well, one does get tired of living with the Tabaxi. They have a very keep-to-themselves kind of nature, and I was always the explorer. And being the High Priestess was the only way I could see the world. And I thought, why not?
Makes sense.
I mean, it's the reason why I'm here. It's the reason why you're here too. Is it not, Timur?
I guess we are much more similar than I took you granted for at the start.
I guess we are.
Okay.
Well, I doubt this will be the last time we're seeing each other in our travels. Oh, looks like we're swapping.
Oh,
And you
I
swap,
swap.
and you change, and you end up catching Darius's mother.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hello, Tabaxi.
Mommy Dragon.
Is that what you call me on your adventures?
Darius has given up trying to correct me, so the name has stuck for me.
Well, yes, I can see that. It's a pleasure to have you here in my company. Welcome to my home.
You definitely know how to throw a party, madame.
well, I mean, my husband is not here, so I can very well do that whenever I please. I mean, we gotta have a little bit of fun around here, especially since my son has returned. And you being one of the people that brought him back.
Yeah, I try. I'm just tagging along, madame.
You know,
Or your highness, actually, I should actually say.
one thing I've learned about the Tabaxi is that they...
Just you spamming.
It's not even playing, hold on.
Just you mashing the keyboard.
Oh my god. How the fuck do I loop things? Oh,
I
it's
think
playing.
that's dash loop. I'm not sure.
Anyway.
It should be dash loop.
Yeah. Is it dash loop? Let's see if I
think so.
can. Okay, cool. Anyway, so she says, you know, one thing I've learned about the Tabaxi is that they will always not let you know that they're protecting you, but they would protect you with their life.
You know, normal house pet as well, you know. we bring gifts. We bring gifts sometimes as well, and we show our loyalty in very weird ways.
Oh yes, I can imagine the stories. I'm pretty sure Darius has a lot to tell me of his adventures.
But those house cats, they can sometimes be evil, you know. They're not like us tabacs either.
Well, we don't own any cats here. We worry some of the Dragonborn might eat them.
Oh, that would be most terrible.
Yeah, well, you're pretty safe. You're too big for them, I think.
Thank goodness.
Well, thank you for accompanying my son through his adventures, and I pray that you'll have his back a lot more.
Oh, Darius is one of the best friends I have. Can't
Good.
do much without him.
Because you wouldn't want his mother on your bad side.
Of course not, Your Highness. Why would I ever want that?
Very good. Well, looks like we're swapping. And you swap,
look at.
and
You
let me go back. Let me go back. Daniara, please may you enter the one-on-one.
Go.
So, Daniara, as you swap, you first swap to Zalandar.
Oh no.
Ah, good evening, Drow.
Hi, Zelanda.
It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance again. I am sorry I let my power get the better of me last time we met.
It's fine. For now, anyway.
Look, I don't mean to hurt you. I am just concerned for the safety of the people. You see, the elemental war is bigger than us all, and could be really problematic here.
I understand. But I need to ask. Were your
Yes.
methods because of the urgency? Or because I was a drow and you thought you couldn't trust me?
It is more because of urgency. The fact that you are a drow means nothing to me. I have traveled very far and very wide with many people of all different faces, shapes, races, and colors. And I do not think you being a drow is a problem. And I don't think you should think that either. Because the moment you stop thinking that, people stop looking at you in that way. I mean, I'm here at a party for the Dragonborn.
Yeah, you're right. That is true.
Unfortunately, my power might have become a little bit overwhelming. Jormungandr tends to give me a little too much, but mostly when I'm in contact with that of another elemental nature, I become stronger. Which is why I had so much power when the stone was nearby. The stone of flame, I'm assuming you have. I can feel it is not here now, of course.
No, I would not bring it to this.
Very understandable. I will not peruse your luxuries, don't you worry. I merely will let you hand it over, or we work together to finding where its rightful owner or its rightful place is.
Well, then I guess we're working together then.
I know I am not one to look at in the most trustful way, but if you do good by me, you'll have a very strong ally on your side.
I'll do whatever is right. Zelanda.
That is good. Oh, looks like we are changing. And you swap around to another partner, and you end up getting Darius's mother, Dita.
Oh.
Oh,
My lady?
good evening, Daniara. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the party.
I mean, of course. Why wouldn't I?
You're looking really lovely today, I must say. Thank you for putting in the effort.
Well, I have to make myself presentable, especially in the eyes of the nobles.
Well, I mean, yes. As far as I hear, you're quite the noble yourself. Almost. Not really, but kind of there. Not quite like us, of course, but yeah.
What did Darius tell you?
He didn't tell me anything. You know, a mother always knows, and with craftsmanship on the blade like that, it couldn't have been just anybody. There's only a few drow I know of that would make something like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Emerald's name is quite popular everywhere, Daniara.
You know his name?
Oh, who doesn't? Anyone of royalty, anyone who picks up a fuss like Emerald does, we ought to know his name.
You wouldn't happen to know where he might be.
Oh, no, none of that. If we had found him, we would have captured him a long time ago.
Captured?
Well, you know, how we were with the drows, now things have changed and we've moved on. Not my decision, of course, but it is to keep things safe and make sure our people are safe. Safety first.
Speaking of which, I apologize for getting spooked earlier. I'm just not used to Dragonborn treating me with anything other than, well,
Really? Not used to it after being with my son for how long? And she kind of like looks at you like she knows. She's like, mm-hmm.
Well,
You're saying?
Darius is an exception.
Oh, really?
And I'm blushing like crazy as she's scrutinizing me.
You're a good girl, Daniara. Just don't get on a mother's bad side.
Why would I get on your bad side?
Oh, I don't know. You know, you never know what happens these days. But I have my eye on you. I always will. He's my son, after all. My baby.
Well, I will tell you this. No matter what, I'll always be by his side. Just like I know he will be by mine.
Understood. Oh, looks like we're changing. And you shift, and you change, and you end up going to Eulora. Huh. Looks like there's another one of us who has come from very far away places and is not used to being treated properly. Good evening, Daniara.
Hi, Laura.
So, you fight pretty well with those shadow demons and everything. I assume you're not used to dealing with the demonic type, are you?
No, not really. More the beast and other types.
I can tell. You are a drow, of course, and you're a sorceress. You're not used to doing with the religious type. Yeah.
No, but I have a feeling you have counted them before. Or at least
Oh,
something similar.
well, I mean, High Priest kinda says it all, I think. Now, tell me about that tabaxi over there.
Wait, Timur?
Yeah, what is his story?
Well, to be honest, we don't know much about him. Not yet, anyway.
And why not?
But, well, he hasn't exactly told us much about himself. But then again, we haven't exactly revealed much about ourselves to each other yet.
Or maybe you just haven't taken the time. Because certainly it looks like you and Darius know a lot about each other. But Timur, on the other hand...
Yeah, you're right. But I'll be honest. He and I have our own little connection. Being outcasts and all.
Well, I mean, that's a basis for a good friendship, but nothing has developed yet, from what I can see.
I feel like we haven't had a chance to actually get to know each other. I'd like to, though. I really would.
Well, maybe it's time you give your party the chance.
I'll do my
Oh.
best.
Looks like you're swapping. Cheerio! And she swaps. Next, Davlamin. Call in Davlamin.
Yes.
Well, Davlamin, as you sit there with Darius's mother, Vidita. So you're dancing with Vidita, and she says, "Quite the dancer you are, Templar."
Oh, thank you, my lady. You are as well.
Well, welcome to my humble abode, and it is a pleasure to have one so highly esteemed as yourself.
I am anything but as highly esteemed, my lady.
Well, I mean, you have celestial blood, sweetheart. I don't think there is anything that is less highly esteemed than that.
But I'm no god.
Well, you're part god, which is still quite the feat to carry around with you.
I guess you're right there, my lady.
Say it again?
I guess you're right there.
Oh, yes. I mean, someone like you. No wonder why the demons are after you.
But why would they be
Maybe-
after me?
Maybe you're a descendant of someone who they do not like? Maybe you're a product of someone's, would you say, defense against them? Not wanting something to happen? Maybe like the war.
How do you know all these things, my lady?
I've been around here for a very long time, Davlamin. No, okay, I'll say it again. I've been here for a very long time, Davlamin.
It appears so.
I've been watching these city wars with my husband, and we learn all the history, unlike my son, who probably didn't listen in classes, but he probably would have been able to tell you all of this.
But
If
why
he had
would
just
they be after
listened.
me?
Well, I don't know, because it seems like whatever creatures these were that you were talking about and mentioning sounded like they came from part of the war, because whatever I heard from history's past is that when the announcement came in the papers, the people who were after you seemed very similar to those of the war.
I do not, my lady. I do
Roll a reflex save.
Sure. 14.
Is that 14 max?
Yes.
So you kind of trip a little and regain your balance, and she catches you. It's like, oh, almost.
God.
She says, she's like, oh, looks like you're swapping, and you turn, and you come into the hands of Eulora.
Oh shit.
So, demigod, hey?
It would appear so.
That is probably what they're going to call you now that they know of that.
Don't really like the title.
Why not?
Don't see myself as a god.
Why do you look down on yourself so, Davlamin?
Because I'm not worth the title.
You are not your parents' death's fault.
Feels that way, my lady.
I have been a high priestess for a very long time. I have been on the run from demons before. People have died, but that is not my fault either. And you must learn to claim that in your name. You are of very high esteem. You are a demigod, and people want to kill you for that, more so than others. Those who fall in the wake because of you are not your fault. They're the fault of the people who did the damage. You were merely a pawn in their play. The parents were merely sacrificial lambs. I know it's hard to speak plainly about these things, but this is what you must know. And this is what you must learn. Otherwise it will affect you for the rest of your days. Do you understand me?
I do, my lady.
Now,
I must ask you, have you heard of the name Kalyan?
how do you know of that name?
The king and I was speaking. He might be the one that to help us. He instructed me to go to the lizard folk to ask about him. Who is he to you?
That is not for me to say. We will find out when you get there. Alright, looks like we're swapping. Remember what I said. And you swap. And let Darius come back in. So you can leave.
Hello?
You get swapped and you encounter Zalandar.
You.
Yes, an interesting pairing, is it not?
Mm. I don't know if I would say interesting.
Well, I mean, I just had to end up with Daniara, and we had quite the talk just now.
About?
Well, I merely wanted to apologize for everything that had happened between me and her. I didn't mean to hurt her at all. You see, when I am close to something of great elemental power of ancient times, much like the Stone of Flame, Jormungandr grants me a little more than I bargained for.
Okay. I will take your apology.
I must apologize to you too. Because I hear you are quite taken with her.
Where do you hear this?
Word gets around very fast, and your mother is quite proud of it.
Oh gosh. There's mother being mother again.
Well, I mean, I have been to the city many times. I'm a traveler, and she knows me well, and I think it's more that my ears get around faster than her word travels.
Sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of our encounters you have not seen me coming as of yet.
You are quite the sneaky one, so I won't put past you.
Yes, something I sadly had to learn by force there in the camp of the Guardians of the Deep. Wasn't a very friendly encampment. I did not choose to be there.
I can imagine.
But it turned me out to be the stronger warrior I am today, much like yourself with that samurai sword of yours. Interesting piece of craftsmanship.
Yes, it is a combination of Elvish and Dragonborn.
Remarkable. I've always admired the elven craftsmanship. Much like the lizard folk, we have very similar tastes, but of course, very different in their own way. Scimitars are really fine among both of us. We quite like those.
I'm not one for the scimitar myself, but sure.
I can tell. You're one for a blade of a keen edge. Unlike me, I use this. And he shows his hand, and almost like mist goes up from his hand, and it dissolves into water, and he basically twirls the water in his fingers like he can control it with ease.
Wow.
Yes. Quite fun, really, even though I was born into more of a fighting type. I never was the magic kind of person. But it's beautiful now that I have it.
I can imagine.
Much like you. You were trained in the samurai way, but your blood brings you stronger into lightning. You have the resistance for it. I mean, you breathe the damn thing, don't you?
Well, it's always been an action that I've been able to do throughout the years, so it comes second nature. Using it inside weapons is a different. How do I put this? Art.
Fascinating. The only thing I can breathe is underwater. That's the most coolest thing I can do besides being able to do this.
It's still pretty impressive.
Well, I hope it brings good use to your party someday, as I might be traveling with you for a little bit. Maybe.
It should be a pleasure for you to travel with us, Ananda.
You don't have to hide your sense of not being too enthusiastic, Darius.
Well, I did try.
I understand. You may speak plainly. I'm used to not being trusted, but I hope I can change your mind.
Well, Zalandar, trust is earned. And so far,
Understood.
you have a pretty 50-50 with me at the moment. I'm sure you could perform some actions to get you on my good books.
Those are rookie numbers! I'm just kidding. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Wow.
Well, we'll see what happens, won't we, Darius? Oh, looks like we're swapping again. And we can go back.
Cool.
Oh, we're
Hi.
back.
Yes, how was your dancing skills?
Mine was pretty good.
So you guys are like all just having fun dancing back with your normal partners and everything. You guys are back with your normal partners, busy dancing. I want now to go on. Are you guys comfortable with going on one-on-ones between each of you?
Yes.
Cool. So first person to go to Timur is Daniara.
Oh, jeez.
G, you might have to go there just to record. So you swapped and you get Daniara.
Okay. Alright, that's what G has to be.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Timur.
What's up?
How are you?
All good. What's up with you and Mr. Dragon Boy over there?
It's complicated right now.
Just you guys are dancing while doing all this. Both of you roll a performance check.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
12 plus 2.
Hold on. My dice up is there. Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, cool. You're doing pretty decently. Go. Keep going.
Pretty decently.
Mm.
Why do you say it's complicated?
Well, to be honest, we don't know yet.
You guys haven't come to a conclusion yet?
I never said that. Just
Oh, you said we.
I'm honestly, well, it's a bit complicated because I don't know. I've never really felt anything about anyone before. You know, I've always been on the run, always been on my own. You know, new feelings, but difficult to explain.
See what you're saying. But you should do what I do.
And what is that?
Keep pouncing on.
I don't think that will work for me, Timur.
I've got 9 lives, ma'am. Promise I can give you some of mine.
That's sweet of you. Speaking of which, how about that priestess over there?
That? Sorry, this
Oh,
music is still fucking
said-
loud.
I said, how
Turn
about
it
that?
down.
How about that priestess over there?
It's complicated.
Oh, now you
Uh,
can't steal my
No.
line.
That's how it works.
I told you my story.
Hey, look. We both got a very similar, how do you say? We got a lot of
Background.
similarities, yeah, backgrounds and stuff like that. We obviously understand where we come from, and just like you, probably how people treat, us.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's working. Obviously, only time will tell.
Pretty much the same with me and Darius. Although, Timur.
Yeah?
I would like to get to know you better. You know?
Kitty, one stroke on head.
Oh my word! I give him a 2 pats on the head as we're dancing.
You'll see over time. Over time,
Well, we have our own little
dynamic.
dynamic here. I do see us maybe becoming friends. More so than we already are.
And this is where I metagame and say no, we become sworn enemies from the depths of hell.
Wow.
And I hope we all burn there.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know yet.
We'll see.
Baby steps.
Exactly.
Oh, looks like you're swapping.
And more falling on you.
Oh my word.
We're swapping. I'm bringing Davlamin. Okay, Davlamin, you get swapped to Timur.
But he's puss drunk.
No, he's not. He's not puss drunk. He's just happy drunk.
Hey man, how you doing?
Okay, you guys are Davlamin.
Yes.
Hold on one sec. This always happens.
Lock him out. Oh damn it.
Cool.
Just lock him out.
All right. Okay, you guys get swapped to each other.
Oh nice. Hey beautiful.
Why are you gay?
Oh god, please no.
It's gay.
Who is gay? You are gay.
Or transgender.
Carry on.
So.
And
I see
you and Mommy
switching.
Dragon?
Pretty. She's pretty.
She's?
How's things with you and Tabaxi?
She has a name, thank you.
I forget the name.
The priestess is Eulora.
You, Laura, there you
So how's things with you and Laura going?
go. We seem to be, from outside perspective at least, or from my interpretation, it seems to be going well.
That's good.
We
good.
seem to share the same interests.
Well, that's good.
Why are we dancing again?
I don't know. I want to go back to the mother.
The mother, she got a soft spot for you.
Oh yeah.
She swept you off your feet.
100%.
Check it, Darius.
Oh,
Sorry, I
God.
just... I say you should take that, Mom, while she's still available.
Oh dude, I plan on it. Wait, what?
Later this evening. Wink.
Winky face. Exactly.
Wink your face. Can we swap out?
I don't...
Okay, yeah, you saw her.
Okay. Okay.
Next is Darius and Timur.
Oh shit.
And you literally just swapped away from Davlamin.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. D.
How is it, Timur?
Not much. Just dancing.
Okay.
I wanna. Sorry, this has been not bothering me, but it's been bothering me, but it's not been bothering me, but it's been bothering me, but not bothering, like low key not bothering me. What's up with you and Danny?
Well, we have gotten a bit close lately, so yeah, we taking things a bit slow.
In what sense?
I would say we're a bit of an item. It's just not official between you and me.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it a secret. Fist bump.
Fist bump.
Fist bump. Shock me again!
That would happen.
So, you and the priestess.
They got a lot in common. Seems
Are
like
you
it, at
sure
least.
it's just having things in common, or are certain things happening?
In the sense of?
You know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Nope, no clue.
Okay, putting it bluntly, are you pursuing said priestess?
She is pretty though.
And?
But we're so far apart and so far away from the homeland.
Not even for the moment that you guys are here?
I
Look,
can
man,
see things working
from
out.
from a former womanizer, I feel like you've got this in the bag, you just need to seal the deal.
The cat's in the bag or cat's out the bag?
The cat is definitely in the bag.
This cat better make sure it stays in the bag? Question?
You know what to do, Timur.
And then you wink,
Wink.
at me? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try my best.
Okay. Then you swap. So you're gonna be with Davlamin next. And then I'm gonna bring Daniara in with Davlamin, and then it's gonna be you and Daniara to end the night.
Okay.
What do you want?
It's you and Darius who have been paired up. Dance, sirs, dance.
Okay. Who's leading?
I'm leading.
Roll performance check,
Oh,
both of you.
18.
19.
No,
Okay, Darius is leading.
Yes.
Yes. So Darius, tell me,
Yes.
what is going on with you and Daniara?
Oh gosh, you're the second person to ask me that.
What
Why
is
is
going
everybody so interested?
on? Do you not remember what you said when we were fighting the shadow demons?
Yes, yes. Okay. I actually don't. What did I say?
You said anything for you, my love.
Hmm.
To her face.
Okay, Davlamin. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Me and Daniara have gotten close. Nothing's official, but yeah, we are a bit of an item.
Have you kissed?
As long as it stays between us, yes.
I go to Darius and I give him a bro hug while dancing.
I receive the hug and give it back.
Oh yeah. So, your mom.
Okay,
What-
and then you
what?
get back to dancing before it looks gay. I'm teasing. Carry on.
So,
Mhm.
she seems to know a lot about us.
Continue.
She has spies everywhere.
It's kind of scary.
It is, but for a royal to know what's happening in the kingdom, she needs to have spies.
She knew things about me. That scares me.
Well, my mother's always been well informed.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yes.
I would hope.
I've seen you two get really close. Is there anything I should know about?
With your mother?
I'm just making sure, Davlamin.
Of course not.
I've seen these signs before.
I would never do anything. Your mother is taken.
Yes, and that is why
Your
I'm
dad is
reiterating
terrifying.
to you that my mother
Your
is
dad is
taken.
terrifying. And your dad is terrifying.
But also, he's not here.
But he's still terrifying.
I get that. I'm just making sure, Davlamin. I know you've
And
got a
if
good head
anything-
above your shoulders, so I'll just
Exactly.
leave you with
If
that.
anything, Timur should be worried.
Timir's got his, I don't know, paws handled at the moment.
That doesn't sound very clean.
I don't know. Depending on how this night goes, it will either be very clean or not so clean. Yeah, I was just telling Davlamin to not
Watch out.
not try anything that I would.
Yeah, I heard I heard those parts.
Okay.
Okay, are you skipping to the next person now?
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm bringing Daniara
For who?
for you.
Oh, for me. Oh, God.
Daniara,
Cool.
and swap and change and go.
Oh, and go. So,
Hey.
Daniara,
Hi, Davlamin.
how are you?
I'm good in yourself.
So, Daniara, I've noticed you and Darius have gotten close.
Yeah, we have. What up?
I know, I'm just asking. So, what happened while I was away with you two? I thought you two hated each other.
A lot happened, Davlamin, and we never actually hated each other. Then again,
Oh, you hated nobles, and he was a noble.
just because I hate nobles doesn't mean I'm not willing to give anyone a chance. I just disliked him at the time.
But now,
Oh, no, it's not so much. It's
uh,
It's complicated, Davlamin.
okay. I don't
Well,
know
well,
how I
what-
feel about that.
Well, you can feel how you feel.
And how do you feel?
I'll be honest. It's something I
Got
can't.
the rumble in the tummy?
It's something I can't really explain. It's not a feeling I've felt before. I haven't felt anything about anyone before. And,
Really?
well, when you're on the run so much, you don't really have time for that. Especially when everyone pretty much hates you the minute they lay eyes on you.
Hmm.
But
So yeah,
enough about Darius and I. What about you? You've been
what do you mean?
well, you've been gone for quite a while. Some things had to have
haven't-
happened while you were gone.
Just been busy with the Templar work.
Mm,
Getting rid of the necromancers. That's pretty much it.
What
Just been venturing the world looking for necromancers.
Vedita said earlier. I give
About my blood.
no, well, the other thing. I give my sincerest condolences for your loss.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's just very hard to talk about sometimes.
I know. I understand that better than most, actually.
Really.
Well, yeah.
Guessing the same has happened to you.
Not really. I didn't lose my parents the same way you did.
Oh yeah?
Well, my father, as far as they're both still alive. My father, however, I haven't seen since I was a child. That's how I've lost him. My mother, on the other hand, well, I don't like to talk about her.
Understandable. I will not press.
I appreciate that. But
Oh.
Oh, what?
Looks like we're swapping. Your last word in.
I was gonna say, well,
Um,
I'm glad to have met you, all of you, at least.
the
See
same
you
goes
later,
here.
Davlamin.
See you later, Daniara.
And swap.
Well,
And your last two.
Hi, Darius.
Hey, honey.
By the way, this is the last dance after you've all talked to everyone.
Okay.
So, how has the feast been?
It was nice. Your mother seems very interesting. In the best possible way, I mean.
You mean protective. I know she can be like that.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah, I saw you guys dancing together.
Yeah, I think she suspects.
No, she knows. She definitely knows. Also, I kind of told Timur and Davlamin.
Oh, jeez. I
know.
apologize. I didn't realize you had told them, so I was keeping a bit on the down low there.
I know, but they've been expecting it for so long. I thought might as well get it out there, and I can totally understand you not saying anything about it. So I just
I only didn't say anything because I'm not used to this.
It's
feeling
okay.
this way. It's a new feeling for me.
I can totally get that. I could say it's pretty the same for me. I mean, it's not every day you fall in love with someone.
No, it isn't. Thank you for showing me the roof this morning, or this afternoon.
It's not a problem.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I know. It's one of Goldskeep's secrets that very few know about.
Well, hopefully we get to use it a bit more while we're still here.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, they've slowed it down now.
Oh gosh. Who's the DJ of this party?
I kind of get closer to Darius.
Oh. Are we slow dancing now?
I guess we are. We can't exactly do a fast dance to this song.
I take Danny's hand and start dancing.
And the music slows down and dies down and comes to a close.
I look up at Darius's eyes as it does.
And people start making their way off the dance floor.
Oh, just leaving us two on the dance floor. I look into Danny's eyes.
Looks like it's just us.
Yes, I think we should also start making our way off the dance floor before we draw attention.
Agreed. Thank you for the dance, Darius.
It was a pleasure, madam.
You guys make your way back to the seats, and you all sit down, and the party slowly starts to quieten down as guests start to leave.
39
That-
something to know.
that- Is the end of the session for today.
Wow.
What a
For
session.
once, he didn't end on a cliffhanger for a change.
Yep.
Jesus.
But my gosh, this was a
That
session
was
and
a
half.
session. Jeez. That was a session and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it though.
It seems like my wife has thrown a party without me.
Oh, are we talking to...
Yeah, you see Lexios come up behind, like Lexios comes up behind you guys as you guys are looking at the fireworks.
Excuse me, I have a question about Lexius.
Yeah.
Is he a car?
No, he's not a car.
It's not a Lexus.
And this is why
It's
our session is gonna take 2 hours.
Lexus and Vegeta. That's the
Oh, God.
Darius' parents.
Okay, so he says that while he walks up behind you guys.
Oh, it's quite beautiful.
Yes, well, she's probably spending all the money I left her with while she was there. Typical of her to start celebrating when I've left.